I'm gonna yell at Ashton. Okay, listen here, Ashton. They don't. You may work at Duncan, but I can tell you what they said to me today is. I went, hey, little guys, my name is Little Siggy Tyler, and they were like, okay, and I was like, do you have the pumpkin cold foam this year? And they said, no, we just have the regular. And I said, damn, that's a big disappointment. Okay, Ashton, I'm not fucking insane. I know what was said to me. So argue with me again.
Are we actually live?
Or yeah, we are. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That's the intro.
I was about to.
What an intro.
Hey guys, it's Cigs and Coffee time. We have Ashton, we have ANIMUS, and who's this guy over in the corner?
I don't know.
He's bald.
He's bald.
He might be. He has some little quirks.
That's your cue. That's your cue.
He has quirks. What's your name?
Death of Apathy. I sung one song with Death of Apathy and forgot the lyrics.
Andrew Dean of Throwdown, everybody.
Thank you.
Andrew Shredded Wheat
Just
Dean.
Go around saying you're in Throwdown and people will believe you.
Yeah, no one's gonna question it.
I'm not gonna question it. Can we actually can I talk about Throwdown for a second?
There's two
Course.
Throwdowns. Which one you want to talk
There's
about?
two throwdowns.
I'm talking about OG Throwdown. You know what I'm talking about. You know.
Haymaker Throwdown, got it.
Mm-hmm. So me and Annie were talking last night about like things we would like to hear covered from bands, and my little brain went to, well, Chris from Motionless and Why is vegan straight edge. If I want to hear them walk out to either Firestorm, because that would be hard. Like the things I would do. If they came out and were like, we're gonna play an OG vegan straight edge anthem or a straight edge anthem, I'm doing some shit.
I think it wouldn't surprise me if he did it because he kind of reminds me a lot of Davey Havoc in a way,
Yeah.
and Davey Havoc had Extremist. So
I'm so happy that like you all see it too. I'm not the only, because every time I'm like, he's clearly influenced from Davey Havoc, and they're like, nuh-uh, and I'm like,
yeah, for sure.
uh-huh.
And Davey
It is.
Extremist, it was like XTR.
Yeah, that
MST,
band goes hard.
Vegan Straight Edge by
Shit's hard.
Davey Havoc. It's
Shit's
awesome.
good as fuck.
So,
Yeah.
Andrew, what bands have you been in?
Been in, the ones that matter. Played in Full Swing. Started a band at
sucks.
17 called Full Swing.
Sucks.
Band was not good.
They suck. Don't even listen to them.
And then I took some time off from music, and last year started a band with some friends of mine. Well, I joined a band from some friends of mine called Septum.
And
So, did they have a vocalist?
Septum.
No, there's people that had like talked to him about singing in the band. But one of the members, I grew up going to his shows. He booked in Tennessee, and he moved to North Carolina. We just reconnected one day, and he asked me if I was still doing vocals, and I said yeah. And he said they said they didn't have anybody, and we just decided to do it long distance. And it's like long distance, like in a way that like 3 hours is long distance, I guess.
Yeah, is it like a long distance relationship? Like, are you guys like, getting your little Skype calls every day, kicking your little feet?
No, we occasionally hop into a call, and I just tell everyone I love them, but then they just write music and then send it to me, and we've practiced. We've practiced one time, and I was sick as fuck. And every other time, every show we've played is the practices that we have.
I want our
It's the shows
first
we
show to be not practice at all. I just want it to happen.
Yeah.
Our
But
first
see,
show, I
what's
drove down
worse-
there.
I move all the way over there and I don't even bring the guitar.
Yeah, just build one from the
Yeah.
ground up. Craft it while on stage. True.
Do you have any?
improv set.
Improv guitar? Full acapella guitar and bass.
Ashton's not even plugged in.
Ashton doesn't even know what's happening. Ashton's just standing there with a bass in their hand.
They still don't know that they're
Straight
bassist.
in the air.
Ash-
Yeah, straight to the sky the whole time.
I was like, what do I do here? No, see, what's bad is I say that, like, oh, I don't think any of us should ever practice before we play a show. I know damn well Animus will, because Animus just always has to sound good.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny?
Animus, do you play guitar?
Perfected my tones.
Animus, would you say you play guitar every day?
Not every day, but it's definitely
It's
majority.
most.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I have to
I was
say.
practicing like maybe 3-4 hours ago.
You know what I have to say about Animus that makes me really happy? That our old
What?
guitarist did that annoyed the fuck out of me. At least whenever I'm playing video games with Animus, I don't just like randomly start hearing guitar playing. And I'm like, hey,
No, I have
Did
a
someone
sense.
do that?
I'm like, hey, Animus, can you please like play the game?
He always did.
Literally.
He did
That's
that,
awesome.
he did that when we were trying to like work out everything for Southern Ignorance.
Yeah, and we were like, "Yo, can we please start?" And he's like, "I gotta finish this riff first." And we're like, "No, like we are doing other things, brother."
I
Please.
was practicing. I was practicing not too long ago, maybe 3 hours ago. But I gave up because I couldn't come up with anything. Like no new riffs. I just completely blanked. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just get on games real quick." But
The best
most of the
riffs
time,
come
yeah.
from voice memos. Like whenever you're like sitting like.
No, yeah. After like straight after I wake up or something, I was like, dude, I thought of something good. I have at least
You're
4 that I've.
Do
Yeah.
you dream about riffs?
I think for me and Jay's project, I'm gonna get Animus to like master it.
You know,
Maybe.
it's funny. You know what else is?
Probably.
Is we're like, hey, we're just gonna do like some like hardcore, like early metalcore kind of stuff, and our guitarist like strictly plays deathcore.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
difficult.
But here's the thing.
But
Animus
you
knows-
learn from deathcore.
But Animus also knows how to write music. Unlike
You gotta
Andrew.
cut those other 2 strings off though. You got too many,
And,
brother.
and talking
Yeah.
about music,
How many
Andrew's
strings is your
terrible at
guitar,
it.
Andrew, or Animus.
It's an 8-string.
Sorry,
Too many.
sorry,
Too
Andrew. I was trying to
many.
insult you, and it completely
don't-
And-
whiffed.
To me.
It's
Yeah.
the top string is a 90 gauge.
No, we don't need.
For what?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Because I want it.
You guys may play drop tuning too.
Double drop A.
Yeah, can we have fall?
Stupid.
Can we have fall
No,
breakdowns in hardcore?
I'm fucked up.
I've been meaning it.
No.
I'll never forget asking what we were tuned in for EPK, and Jay looked at me with a straight face and just said "drop C sharp," and I was like,
So what tuning does
Love
Septum
it.
about? So Andrew, let me ask you a little bit.
That's a great question that I don't know the answer
Well,
to.
let me ask.
"It's standard."
Is it?
No.
Standard's a good tune. I like standard a lot.
I don't think so.
Let me ask you a little question here, Andrew.
Thanks, Dan. That's a good question. I want. I don't know. I'm not gonna
I
guess.
like how my Twitch notification for Tyler says "ooh space streaming start."
Yeah, it didn't change, and then like I started the stream, I changed it, started streaming it, changed it back to the old title, and I was like, no, that's not what it's supposed to be. But it happens. But anyway, Andrew, let me ask you this little question. What vocal techniques do you do? Are you super are you like super?
I don't know.
You don't?
No idea.
Good.
I grew up in an era.
Good. No,
Where there
I don't
wasn't,
need an
like,
explanation. Just good.
I heard like the terms like power fry and vocal false chords and like all this other stuff. I heard that. Okay, and we are an A sharp standard. Everybody, Tim just texted me.
Oh, hard.
Chat.
No, he texted me.
So he has to be watching,
Fuck it up.
or he just
Don't fuck it up.
mentally felt
Thanks,
Andrew
Tim.
needs to
Shout
know.
out Tim. Tim's the goat. If you need any music produced, Tim Coleman is the man.
What a cool name.
anyways.
Coleman is just the man regardless.
What a cool name.
Tim's the man. So I was already doing vocals before, like
Oh,
probably
wait,
for like
I'm
2-3
told
years.
that I'm inaudible. Hold
Yeah,
on.
but everybody else sounds fine. So Ashton, fix your sound. It's not me. I have fixed the sound
Sick.
twice now.
I can hear them fine.
I
me
can
a
hear
turn
Ashton
up.
too. I don't know.
Do I need
Okay.
to turn myself up?
No.
Turn me up.
I'm turning you up. We're good. Okay.
Turned up.
There we go. Hopefully Ashton's better now. But see, if I have Ashton too loud because Ashton does not have good microphone, it gets blaring.
I'm ordering
Anyways.
a microphone for
Okay.
Southern Ignorance, but also
You better use it.
So like I've been probably doing vocals like 2 or 3 years. I like started like doing stuff in my bedroom at like 13, 14 years old probably.
What band made you
Not
wanna
even
do
knowing
it?
like what I was doing.
What band made you wanna do
Um,
it? I don't want to admit mine now, really.
Like Pray for Plagues era, Bring Me the Horizon.
Good choice.
Like Krukabanger era, Chelsea Grin. Even though he was like inhaling at the time, people weren't even really talking about how
Oh,
bad
I know.
inhaling was. That was like a common thing.
No one talks about how bad Alex Collier was.
Dude, at the time, like on record, that dude sounds insane.
Oh,
I still love
record?
his vocals on record.
I'm talking about live. Though.
Yeah.
The Marge Simpson
No.
clip, I can't
Live,
unhear it.
yeah. That's so true. I saw them.
Chelsea Grin is one of those bands
14,
that
no, 2012, like Warped Tour.
I love old
So-
Chelsea Grin.
No.
And,
I never got
and
into
then
them.
Early stuff's awesome. Like that era of deathcore, like we talked
Goated.
about.
Now I
Like,
need to see a fucking album because I can never remember what it's
Do you
called. That I
know,
like. I like Eternal Night.
Do you know what
talking about Desolation of Eden.
the tree
I
one?
don't know if it's Desolation in Eden or not.
That's like the record.
Yeah, it's like the record. That's
Chelsea Grin. I like Eternal Nightmare, Desolation of Eden. Ashes to Ashes is fun. The self-titled is really fun.
I really thought you were about to say self-inflicted, and I was like, you like that album?
Yeah.
Is that the one that everybody like?
But no,
clowns
I
on?
don't know what I
Is that
do.
an album?
But
Huh?
The vocal, I have no idea what I'm doing.
okay, good. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No
No.
clue.
I'll be honest. People who take vocal shit too seriously, stop. No one
I'm
cares.
so fucking sick and tired of this era of deathcore where everyone's trying to like vocally
Do you do the
masturbate
Global
themselves.
Gorp Tunnel Throat 6000?
Dude, no.
No,
fuck no.
I don't,
Dude.
no.
And you all sound the same. You all sound
Yeah.
the same.
My
No,
favorite
you sound
thing.
Deathcore vocals
There's-
sound the same.
Occasionally, I come across a person that does something so cool that I'm like, oh, respect, and then never
Yeah.
listen to it again. Shout out like Beyond Deviation because that dude's whistle
Oh,
tones are
Guillaume
insane.
is fucking
I
sick.
never listen to it outside of like someone's like talking about vocals. I'm like, oh, dude, listen to this dude, and then like I never turn it on.
And you know what's
Like-
funny is Guillaume is like one of the sweetest people ever.
Cool. I don't even know his name.
Um,
He just had cool
like,
whistle
when
tones.
Dude, he has the most.
When I go listen to
He has the
bands like
highest
Lordish-
whistle tone, I think. I don't think anyone's ever
Yeah,
matched
it's like the
him.
craziest vocals I've ever
It's
heard. And it
so
still sounds
high.
cool.
And he's loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's so fucking loud.
Yep.
Also, I think
When I
another
go-
one that I like every time I hear it, I have to show somebody is Cameron from Meth Witch. I'm like, just listen to whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
Meth Witch
that
guy.
is.
He falls into the same category as like Dylan from Full of Hell, where he just sounds like not like a human.
Yeah, it's just like what
Like he
is
kind of
that?
gets that, like
Yep.
he's like gurgling and shit, and that's cool
That's-
too because no one sounds like that.
Yeah, but
That's
also
what I love about Full of Hell.
Even Ca-
is because it's deathcore with not human vocals.
but that's the thing with Cameron too. Even
I don't know. I don't think that Full of Hell is death.
yeah, that's
like
grind.
I don't
That's
know what that
grind.
is.
That's
Yeah,
that-
they're grinding kind of black metal.
can we
They're insane.
can we talk about that's a? I've never once heard a motherfucker go Full of Hell's like deathcore. Like
No,
if you said that to a Full of Hell fan, they'd be
It's,
like,
it's Ashen who said that too. It would be a little bit
Please
more
stop
understandable.
interrupting me. Oh my god, I'm gonna snap.
We're 5
Do it
minutes
on
in and we're
camera.
already going
Thought
like,
out.
actually, I think Full of Hell, like we're already 5 minutes in and we're already doing genre
No,
talk.
It's
I love it.
messed
We
up.
already hate each other.
I'm sorry. I
It's
was
so
thinking
funny.
about. I was thinking about deathcore and it made me say.
I would
deathcore,
also
to
agree
say
though.
grind.
Crowbar
I'm
is
sorry.
metalcore.
That hurt. That hurt. That was
No.
painful.
This is new metal.
Oh no.
This is new
I
metal.
take
was-
a
I almost had my
It's
Marauder
not,
shirt
you
on.
need to shut your
indie rock,
mouth.
indie rock. Let's go.
Is that a rip?
Fan
Can
of
I
the
see?
lo-fi band.
Can I see the rest of that
No
shirt?
matter what I say, I'm wrong.
Okay, no, never mind. I thought that was a.
Do I see the?
I forgot where it was. Oh, it was in a random fucking Hardlore episode. The episode they did in Manchester. There was a dude wearing a Project shirt, and I was like, dude, somebody knows what the fuck the Projects are.
Oh yeah.
I was like, hard. Somebody actually knows that
Like,
band.
I went to Starbucks to do homework, like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, why Starbucks?
and I was just sitting there,
Starbucks sucks.
and oh yeah, I know, but
Actually,
I just needed to do homework.
you could have came here.
You weren't awake.
I was probably awake,
Hipster
Ashton. Could have
shit,
helped
dude.
over here.
Yeah,
Hipster.
But
Oh,
My door's always
this
open.
guy just walks in,
Open. I wonder
full
what they're working on.
200 stab wound shirt,
hard.
Hell yeah.
walks out, and I was like, in a Starbucks?
It,
Hell yeah.
it happens. Dude, sometimes I see shit in the weird. Like, I've come to conclusion. You want to find all the death metal kids? Go to the Pinnacle on like a Thursday, brother. They're all just
I was,
there.
at a tire shop like 3 weeks ago, and a dude in like a Inch shirt came in, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
You're like hard.
Yeah,
I
was
saw.
sick.
I
There
went
was
to.
a guy that walked into class with an Expire shirt.
Andrew.
Oh.
I went to.
a homie.
I went to a football game not too long ago to hang out with some friends. It was my old high school. So I was like, whatever. I don't have anything else to do tonight, so I went over there. And I saw a bunch of people, like kids wearing Cryptopsy shirt, like more than usual. I was like,
Cryptopsy.
Are they here?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
are they here?
Love it.
Like,
More than one Cryptopsy shirt is fucking crazy.
The Cryptopsy's
Yeah,
the best.
I was like, okay, I saw words. I was like, oh,
He's too much.
I have
no, I swear I saw like 4 people. I was like, did they
That
play
rules.
here or?
Shout out None So Vile.
I've been told actually by Annie that there's a shirt that I really want that I've been told that I cannot buy because of the design on
which
it.
is
It's
Jesus is a cunt.
no, it's a
That's
molesting the
a
decapitated
one.
shirt from Devourment.
Huh?
Devour, yeah.
What is it?
The molesting the
With the
decapitated
album
shirt.
cover?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
want it. It's just
I have
why
a.
not?
I actually get kind of pissed when I see that when I like listen to that album on like Apple Music because like the shadow now it like censors the
his weenie. Yeah, I want to
Let me
see.
just see it. Man.
I want to see the full
I
top.
came here for dick
album's
and balls.
called. The album's called "Molesting Decapitated." I know what I'm here for.
Can we use
Okay.
that as a quote now? Like, can that just be a soundbite from Animus? Is I came here for dick and balls. That's a good little quote.
That's a shirt.
I came here for molesting the decapitated. I only see decapitated. Where's the rest?
Where's the molestation? I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay,
Oh.
just give me that.
Andrew. You remember how you said you didn't want to be canceled?
Oh
Fine,
fuck.
we're good right now. We're good.
We would, as long as we don't talk about the group chat, boys, we are pretty okay. This
What happens in the group chat stays in the group
it stays right in there.
That's the hard part about doing interviews with like people that are like your friends and stuff.
Is they
Like you
know.
like kind of forget. You kind of forget like you're not just like hanging out with the homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
Did
had
y'all
to,
watch that?
when I had
Did
to
y'all watch
read,
that one hard lore with the dudes from Criminal Instinct and like they try to tell a story and it's like the entire thing's bleeped out
Yeah, because it's all.
because they're talking about like giving. Yeah, like and
It's
like you have like I was like I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's like
don't get
what
it.
the
Like,
fuck, dude.
No clue. You might as well just cut it.
Yeah.
I
it's
love
like
that.
cold as life.
Yeah.
And
It's
Jeff,
leaked a lot more.
Nah. Are you gonna tell them to stop?
yeah,
No.
that is a consistent
That's
conversation that we have is about a specific band, E-Town Concrete. Is are you gonna tell them to stop saying it?
You can tell-
Momentum.
you can-
Are you gonna tell the dude Jordan from Momentum to stop?
You know, he'll pull a
You
gun.
gonna tell him he looks too white?
You gonna
You gonna tell him he looks too white to say it?
Hey, listen here,
Go
White.
ahead.
Have you guys
Go on. Tell the guy in the sweatpants and the battle vest. Or
stop?
the
He's wearing a
bulletproof
bulletproof
vest.
vest with panties on it.
And that
Tell
is
him.
it.
Tell
He's not
him.
even wearing a
Yeah.
shirt. He's just wearing the vest. And a
Jacked
pair
out of
of
his
sweatpants.
mind.
That's so
It's
hard.
amazing.
Andy has a gun.
Dude,
For the hardest fit.
And he
Dude.
carries a gun on him, Animus.
He's just like I'm
dude,
just
yeah,
carrying.
he's straight up.
Just a little
Straight up.
baller.
Hold a gun on somebody.
At a
like,
sh-
after a
We
show.
saw them. We saw them at the LDV pre-show, and he moshed for like 45 seconds. He moshes across the room. He picks up this skinny kid, body slams him as hard as you possibly can, moshes back across the room, comes back and picks up the same kid and body slams him a second time.
And then just leaves.
Just
Fuck
stop.
that
Yes.
one.
Dude, yeah.
Could you?
Straight up was like,
Hold on,
straight up
I
like
gotta
body
find-
presses
This
him
isn't
to the
momentum,
ground.
but I gotta find a clip to show Animus.
That's wicked. Could you imagine being that person? Of just like
Dude, that's the show. If y'all saw, that's the show where he kicked a metal pole and like really messed up his shin so bad.
hard. Also talking
Yeah, he
about
like spin kicked a metal pole and like
Talk-
posted it later on. I was like, it's kind of fucked up how much harder metal poles are than my shin. It's like, yeah, that's how it goes.
That's kind of fucked up.
it's kind of fucked
Yeah,
up.
that's how we ordered it.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Mentioning polls is me and Ashton watched a man drive straight through one here
Terrible
recently.
transition.
It's so funny.
Andrew,
Oh yeah,
Adam-
yeah,
have we told you
Ashton
about that?
Look at the
yeah.
look at the
Ashton
group
did.
chat.
That was
I need
so
you to-
cool.
I need you to watch, not the like Instagram, the Discord one that we're in.
But also talking about
Okay,
kicking
let me
things.
see.
There's a band that we clown on that people are trying to cancel right now because they kicked a security guard.
Do you want me to watch it right now?
Like people are trying to cancel Alpha Wolf right now
You
because their
can,
vocalist
but-
kicked a security
because I
guard
do
in the
wanna
back of the
talk
head.
about it.
Can
Golf
you,
ball.
So
can you shut up for
also-
a second? Can you shut up for a second? Shut up, idiot.
you keep interrupting me, so I think I'm allowed to
shut the
interrupt
fuck
you.
up, idiot. Shut the. I'm on. I forgot I'm doing a podcast and I'm just talking to Ashton like I always talk to Ashton.
Hey Ashton.
Yeah, fuck off, idiot, nerd ass.
I am the bow of Cigs and Black Coffee.
Yeah, be quiet.
Anyway,
But yeah.
Oh, you talking about Alpha Wolf or whatever?
Yeah, so apparently Locke, their vocalist, kicked a security guard in the back of the head a couple of
Also,
times because he was
don't
being a
name-
dick.
That's the only good thing he's done so far in his career.
I agree.
That's
Don't-
it.
Well,
Don't name,
Well,
like,
Alpha.
brother, if you just look up Alpha Wolf on Twitter right now, it's the whole thing. You're not going to just, like, not find out who Locke is.
Went and watched
Oh,
them.
Lucky?
Or I was at a show they played in Knoxville and just left.
What's bad as I like him?
no, you broke your nose.
Okay, I watched Disarmor and helped them cover Chase Through the Wood by
A rape.
you know what?
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, you said I'm not doing it.
All right.
By
P-Point,
who?
P-Point, huh?
The-
Go ahead. I ain't saying it. Anyways,
What band?
Waking the Cadaver.
Waking the Cadaver.
Why are you not saying it?
Because it's a little thing you shouldn't do. But
Chase
it's a
Through the
deathcore
Woods
moment.
by an R word.
It's a deathcore thing.
That's the name of the song.
Oh,
Shaped
oh,
in the Woods by
Slap.
vocalist.
Insane.
yeah.
Okay, stop. Okay. I was there to watch Vatican. Vatican plays.
Okay.
30 seconds. Jay breaks my nose.
Yeah.
I'm profusely bleeding. I run out of the venue. I'm standing in front of Body Snatcher, who's also playing. The drummer had just mixed and mastered Septum Bones' first single. So I'm like, hey man, this may be a bad time, but like I appreciate you working on my song. Fucking profusely bleeding.
I'm so excited.
I was like, hey man, will you take a picture of me right now? And that's the infamous picture of me like this with all the blood was taken by the drummer Chris of Body Snatcher.
Can we
I
also mention
can't
about,
get to stop bleeding.
can we-
I'm outside for like 20 minutes. I go back in. Vatican goes, go. Thank you, we're Vatican. And I was like, sick. Vatican is now broke up. I'll never see them. And then we watched Body Snatcher. Body Snatcher is actually way harder live than I ever
Oh
imagined
yeah,
them being.
dude, they
They're
go hard
insane.
as fuck. They're so good.
Yeah, we were kind of like half expecting to watch them from the back, and me and Zach were just going nuts the whole time. Alpha Wolf gets on the stage, and we just left.
See, it's back 'cause I like Alpha Wolf musically.
I don't.
Me
It's like
too.
what I like.
No, yeah, you're writing hard. You're writing the hardest songs imaginable, and then getting mad at people for being hard. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, that's the
dork.
thing that bothers me. Is they sound exactly what I. They sound exactly
It's
what I like,
because
and I'm
it's
like,
because the
Let-
like Aussie metalcore scene sucks.
But like, don't they have ties to Varials or something?
no.
And Lockie,
They're Australian.
I think it's in Sub-Zero. One of his call-outs is just like kill each other, and then he gets mad when
And then they
kill
got
each
mad
other.
that people actually. You dork.
Yeah, that's just.
I remember
What a
Zach-
loser.
remember
The
that
metalcore-
happened on
The
Twitter,
metalcore scene of Australia is just like they're all like that.
But they.
I don't even
but
know.
listen, I'll be real with you. There's an Australian metalcore band that has one of the hardest breakdowns ever.
It's Polaris, isn't it?
Is
Oh,
Polaris
yeah.
Australian?
Yeah, they are. But the Gloom in the
Yeah.
Corner have Witch Hunt, and that's one of the hardest breakdowns ever.
I don't know. Northlane has some hard breakdowns.
Oh yeah, I forget they're Australian.
I don't know
North
anything
Plain?
about Australian metalcore at all.
There's a band that you would.
Northland.
There is a band that I will say this that you would absolutely love from Australia. That is okay with hard moshers.
Speed.
There's another one.
Speed.
And I've mentioned in the Ashton. There's a band called Vengeance. They're fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Big name.
Yeah,
Big name.
and
Project
their
Vengeance
their vocalist
featuring
said my favorite
Chris
thing ever to me.
Wozniak?
No,
Shout out, Relentless. I believe was from it shares members with Speed, but I saw Relentless in Johnson City in like 2014.
hard.
I think Tim booked that show. If Tim's still listening. But it was like Ringworm. Ringworm, Death for Dishonor, Relentless in Johnson City was fucking insane.
Is Death
I
Before
mean,
Dishonor still around?
Yeah, aren't they?
Yeah, and like somewhat. I don't think they tour or anything, but they play shows.
But
Are we gonna go see what's that show that I sent earlier?
A Plea for Purging in Nashville.
I'm down. You know who's gonna be there?
Yeah. Who?
Nick Tucci.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
Is it Tucci? Tucci?
I don't
know.
fucking
Yeah,
know. I just know that
Nick Pussy? I mean Tucci.
You're all remember the Bluesies?
One
Me and
Listen,
Sid were
I'm-
talking
can-
about Bucky's earlier.
I'm just so pissed.
Hell yeah, I'm glad.
I'm so pissed because
Thanks for sharing.
I was like, I have this like little thing that I do where like, if you add me on Facebook, I'm gonna like go through your account. I just want to find little interesting things about you. It's just like a little search. And dude, I swear to God, he added me, and I was like, oh, it's somebody's friend with Andrew. That's fine. And then I seen a picture of him, and I was like, fuck, I've tried, and I have failed again.
Not a friend, just someone who had me on Facebook. And it's hard to like decline people.
Mhm.
We haven't really mentioned it, but like it's hard to decline people right now because of East Tennessee hardcore. Like I have to look at social media in a certain way that
No,
I have
I
to
get
promote
it.
my shows.
No, I get it because
Especially
like,
people within driving distance. But dude, I'm not gonna lie, some people, some of y'all are fucking unbearable.
yeah, I have to say, cause I feel the same way because people will like find me just from like content that I do, and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't know
Yeah,
how
it
you
sucks,
found
and
me.
it sucks because like you want people to watch or be involved,
Yeah,
but like
But you
I
don't want people. You don't want
Yeah,
to see
like,
people being.
there's
but
I
I can
almost-
only take so many messages of a 18-year-old to 35-year-old man going, check out my sick deathcore vocal.
dude, I'm so
Like,
sick of people.
That's how I met Tyler. You know, I just
It's
stalked him relentlessly after Twitch, and just forcefully became his friend.
So
And people too, like
and this
sending
is off
invites to
topic.
like stuff on Facebook too. Like
Yeah, I'm like, stop,
invited you
I
to
don't
like
care.
their band. Dude, like if I listen
Yeah.
to it and I like it, I promise I'll like the page.
The only person that I want ever inviting me to like Facebook events, I don't even look at Facebook, but like I want it just people like in my circle, like East Tennessee hardcore and
Hell
Tyler.
yeah, shout out.
But this is off topic. I'm looking at my Power Trip poster behind me, like on my wall. I have a Power Trip poster, and I'm like, look, I've never like looked at this like in depth,
Okay.
but it has like some of their like tour flyers on it.
Cool.
Fire and Ice.
What a badass comment, brother. Thank you so much, Ashton.
Hold on.
Fire and Ice.
Hold on.
fucking cool.
Fire and Ice Turnstile, I think.
Yes, that
Power
was.
Trip. Face Reality.
Wait,
Man,
wasn't
killer
Twitching
band.
wasn't Twitching Tongues on that tour too? It was Power Trip, Turnstile, Twitching
Paper
Tongues, I
Trail.
think.
Oh shit, Paper Trail's hard too. Damn, I forgot about Paper Trail.
But like, there's so many that I've never even like looked at. I mean, there's the Power Trip, Scene, Fury, and Red Death.
Can I hold a flex real quick? I got to see Power Trip at least.
Damn, that's fuck.
That-
That pissed me off.
Yep.
Never again. I will never be able to see
Let me tell you how I seen them and why I seen them. They played
them. You just
Rockville. No,
walked in-
they were playing Rockville,
Oh.
and I was like, "What's this?" I was like, "Their logo looks really cool," and like I seen their artwork, and I was like, "Oh, this looks cool as shit."
How old are you?
I was 15,
That rolls.
and I was just
Power
like,
Trip is thrash
they were
metal for
they were
hardcore
they were
kids.
playing like right before Stick to Your Guns, and I was like, "Fuck it," and then I was like, "Oh, whatever that is, that's what I wished all thrash sound like."
I see. I don't know. I don't really consider them a thrash band.
They're
even
like
though, a lot of
cross.
people
I
do.
consider them crossover.
But it's every Texas
Like,
band just
they-
sounds like that. It's just what Texas sounds like.
Yeah.
Like it's like
No.
Iron Age, Bitter End. Shout out Sammy.
Bitter-
Like all of those
I love
Texas
that
bands
shit.
just sound like metal. Like that's just it's
Like,
just riffy as fuck.
It's like
I-
Kublai. It's like, yeah,
I
they're
would consider-
people consider them metalcore, but I'm like, no, they're just hard as fuck.
Yeah, but it's
hard.
just
hardcore.
Yeah, it's just hardcore kids. It's just
Same
hardcore
with
kids
Knocked Loose.
playing whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. It's all
Like,
about like the people playing it.
Hardcore is not a sound.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's an ethos.
No,
It's
Ashton,
like
it's a
how
sound.
you
I can recognize what hardcore sounds like. There we go. It's a sound.
So I kind of agree with what Ashton's saying.
No, I
Like,
100%
think-
agree.
like.
But like,
There is a definite like hardcore sound, like you, like, Bold, True Blue, Killing
like
Time,
traditional hardcore.
like-
Yeah.
traditional hardcore. That is hardcore sound. But like newer hardcore bands now are so influenced by like metalcore,
Mhm.
but it's still hardcore. Like
Yeah.
Knocked Loose, Kublai Khan.
Can we just be real about what band Knocked Loose like directly ripped off that goes hard as fuck?
Who?
The
The
Warriors.
Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
War as Hell is one of the
So,
best albums ever.
For me, to me, it's like Cold as Life to the Warriors to Knocked Loose is like the direct lineage.
Yeah.
Because Cold as Life like kind
Yeah.
of did the like, a really high pitched thing that he does,
Mhm.
and then the Warriors, I mean that album's fucking crazy. And then like Knocked Loose was cool enough to cover Slings and Arrows,
It's like,
so
and I'm not a big
That
fan
was
of
cool.
covers, but that's a really good cover.
Dude, covers are so fun. Like for
I think
I
the-
like
like
covers
for a
live.
smaller
I don't need a
band.
record always.
let me be real
Yeah.
with you, real quick. I think there's a reason that I don't like covers as much as hardcore kids like covers, and I think it's because of how metalcore kids treat covers, and I fucking hate it.
I don't know if I've ever seen a metalcore band do a cover.
I
I
Motionless in
lied.
White
That's a
still
fucking lie.
Motionless
yeah.
White has done 2, right?
What?
they still perform Mr.
Dracula?
Brightside
They
live.
did Dragula.
Oh
August
my
Burns Reds does
God.
one.
Oh, that's what it's.
Something
Somebody,
of it down.
somebody told me.
August Burns Red is not a band.
That's shit. That's
right
bad.
wing
That's bad.
propaganda.
I've seen them live.
Do they have right-wing ties? Is that true?
The drummer, the only 2 people he follows on Twitter are Tucker Carlson and Fox News.
Wow.
Crazy.
What a power play, boys.
I cannot, like, it's
He's
the
just
same-
airing it out.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing with the guy from We Are the Kings. Or We the Kings.
Ooh.
Oh,
He's a
is
crazy
he? Is
anti-vaxxer.
hell
They follow
no,
Skillet.
dude.
And, like, people called him out on it. And, like, in the post...
He's like, yeah, so what?
It's a picture of him recording his wife's birth. in the caption, he's just, I do my own research.
What does that mean?
You know what? Let him. I'm on his side, actually.
It's so funny.
He's like, what's
I
the
remember
I've
seeing
converted.
that and I cackled.
I would
was
too, brother.
like,
I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Dude, respect. That's
Oh,
crazy.
God. Oh my god, that was wicked.
Yeah. When I was in August Burns Red and I was like just getting onto Twitter, I went and followed them on Twitter and I found Matthew Grider. I was like, oh, who's he following? Fox News and Tucker
That's
Carlson.
insane.
I was like,
Wicked, brother.
We the Kings is
What the hell
Chick-ish
did I
Juliet,
miss? Oh,
right?
we're making fun of bands that do wicked shit for their beliefs. Can we? You know who else we can talk about
No,
in
hold
metalcore?
on, really quick. I won
BK?
tickets in 8th grade, I think 8th grade, to the first ever acoustic Christmas. I know that you two will probably know what it is.
Yeah, I know what that is.
And it was, funny enough, me and Courtney were in the same room, my now partner, but we were 4 years apart, so Courtney was 17. But,
Do you also follow Carl Tucker?
no, but We the Kings played. So one of my first ever big shows was 303.
Okay.
The Ready Set, We the Kings. What is? Oh my God, what's happening? Why was that so aggressive?
Yeah, I thought you were
That
getting
freaked me the
naked.
fuck out.
I thought you were getting naked. I was like,
I mean,
I like.
Ready,
whatever
set?
brings in the viewers.
That's crazy.
We
I
the
like-
Kings.
All 3 of us were like, and Ashton just did it like it was nothing. Like I was just like, I'm getting naked.
But
Like,
dude, and then who was it? Six Puppies? Was that radio rock band?
yep.
Yeah.
They did an acoustic set. Awful.
Did you mosh?
And maybe someone else, I like a pop singer, but that was like one of my first like big shows, like big group shows.
Did I ever tell you that I moshed to an acoustic cover of Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card?
That's the dumbest thing you've ever
Do
seen.
you know what my first big show was, and what my first show ever was?
Hit me.
So wait, can I tell the
Metallica.
story?
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it was that Careful Gaze, Weeping Cosmonaut, like it was B show. It was one of B shows. So
Yeah, of course.
I went out and I was like, I'm hanging out with B. I was excited to see Careful Gaze and Knucklehead. And Weeping Cosmonaut.
Shout out
I
Knucklehead.
love Knucklehead. Such a good band.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so Weeping Cosmonaut plays first. They don't have a drummer anymore, so they're playing an acoustic set, and they're not my favorite, but they brought out so many people. It was so crazy how many people were excited to see. Like I never heard of
Hell
them.
yeah.
And they like play a cover of Ocean Avenue, and I look at B and I was like, I'm gonna Zach Wiles. And I straight up
I don't-
clap and start,
That's the way.
yeah.
and then
If
you
y'all
know
ever
Valley
go to a
Heart,
show
Tyler?
that Zach Wiles is in town for, if you hear a clap, you're dying. Zach, every time before he moshes, claps, and it fucking echoes. It's so loud. He actually isn't even clapping. He's actually punching his hand, and it sounds like a clap. But that's his like start mosh move. It's like fucking
Okay.
so sick.
That's badass.
Tyler, do you know the band Valley Heart?
Sounds familiar.
They just played last night. They're
Hey,
Tooth and Nail
couple-
Records emo stuff.
I don't like Tooth and Nail bands, so
It's Christian emo, but it's cool.
yeah, love
It's fun.
God. I love God.
I do too.
On God. Just get him. Yeah.
What was that? On
I don't fucking know. I don't know Christian shit,
Oh,
bro.
God.
Dude, can I tell you how? Let me tell you all something real quick, because I just need to mention talking about Jesus guy. When I lived in Idaho, I didn't know what the fuck Ash Wednesday was. So I went to school one morning to
Shout
people.
out Jesus Christ.
Shout out that guy. But I went to school one Wednesday, and people just had ashes on their head, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And I like walked up to somebody, and was like,
And one of the fucking weirdos.
"Yeah," and I was like, "What is this?" And they're like, "It's Ash Wednesday. It's to purify you for your sins." And I was like,
Put some fucking lotion on you, Ash, you motherfucker.
I was like, "Huh?" I was just like, "What is this?" I was like, "What the fuck is this?" But then, like, all the Mormon kids would, like, come out in their fucking, like, white dress shirts and brother fucking
Fuck Mormons, I'm
Alzheimer's.
sorry. If you are a Mormon, I'm sorry. Fuck Mormons. Your
You know,
fucking
I'm gonna
leader was a
I'm-
pedophile.
They creep me out.
One of my best friends is, like, an
The
ex-Mormon.
leader, the person that created Mormonism,
Mhm.
whatever Smith. something
Mr.
Smith,
Mormon.
John Smith.
John Smith.
John Smith is a fucking pedophile.
Yeah. I mean, most
And
Mormons
so is all
are.
the people that followed it. Yeah, that's why the
Yeah.
multiple marriage
Hey,
things. Oh,
hey,
fuck
you
off.
keep Mitt Romney's name out your mouth.
Fuck me, Romney.
Carl Tucker.
Tucker Carlson.
I don't care.
Carl
That's his
Tucker.
evil twin. That's his evil twin.
Carl
That guy's a
Tucker.
liberal. Carl Tucker's a liberal.
Yeah, he's like gay rights.
Um,
I do not want to fuck
Figs,
you.
what were you saying your first show was?
My first show was Metallica.
What was your first show, Andrew?
Yeah.
I can't remember. There's two. One is like a really small show. I can't remember if I went to a local show first or if I saw a big band first.
Okay.
It would be a lot cooler if it was a local show. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was the Firescape in Kingsport, a pop punk band from Knoxville called On My Honor. They're like pop punk royalty. Way underrated. If you guys like any type of like that 2012 era pop punk, you need to go listen to On My Honor. It's like they're like the best, one of the best bands East Tennessee ever had.
Are
Period.
they on streaming?
Yeah. Perfect band. If it's not that show, which it's very possible it's not, it's Kiss and Motley Crue in Charlotte.
Ugh.
That's still based.
Two bands I fucking hate.
Still love
I
Kiss.
think
I'm
my
still
first
big.
show.
I'm still a big Kiss fan. I have a Kiss painting like right above me right now.
I
Can I
think
get
my
a painting
first
of
show
you?
was
Oh my god, On Call Heroes? I have not heard that name in.
my first show was Shinedown. I went with my dad.
That was one of my early shows too.
Yeah,
That's
but
amazing.
I went for Papa Roach.
That's
Because
amazing.
I liked Papa Roach at that time more than
I hope
Shinedown.
it's
Um,
liked.
The next summer after Kiss and Motley Crue, so I got Kiss and Motley Crue. I think I was 12, and I think that's the same time I saw that my first Kingsport show. The next year, 13, I saw the Carnival of Madness tour, and it was Shinedown touring, whatever that album was. Seven Dust,
What year?
which fucking kicked ass. Fuck.
I've actually heard Seven Dust goes hard live. Surprisingly.
Dude, they're insane live. They're like heavy, like it's
Yeah.
a lot of
That
bass
would've been
drops, a lot of like slow.
2012?
That sounds right.
It was
Maybe not.
Amaryllis.
Maybe not. Anyways,
Or Threat to Survival.
dude, Puddle of Mud played. Dude came out trashed, and it's Charlotte again, like 102 degrees outside. Dude comes out in the full fur coat, piss drunk. They play like 3 songs. He throws up everywhere, and they leave. That's great. Good time.
I hate Puddle.
Can we talk about the Nirvana
Yeah, it's
cover?
fucking terrible.
I
Yeah,
exclusively go to like local hardcore shows now because I've
Shout out,
had the
Aaron.
experience of like I've had the experience like I went to a venue or like a pretty big show, but like the hardcore shows like the ones like I don't know this fucking band but I'm just gonna go. It's $10. Dude,
Yeah.
that energy
Dude,
is
yeah.
so unmatched. Yeah,
Hardcore
it's
shows
so
will ruin
unmatched.
you.
So
I
B,
should be able to pay $10 and climb
To
to
get
the
the
highest
shit
point in
beaten
the
out of you.
room, climb to the highest point in the room, land on
No
a
one.
15-year-old kid, and like with no repercussions whatsoever. Like
And be
that,
fun.
it
Yeah.
ruins you.
I tell a lot of my friends like, yeah, I want to go to shows.
Very
purposely to,
rare
like,
that if I go to a
get hurt
big
little bit.
show.
our friend
Very
B,
rare.
our friend B is from Sacramento.
Shout out
And-
B, shout out LaCroix Can Recycling Center, and
Shout out Shutter. Shout
Cloud
out
Eater
Cloud Eater.
presents.
Shout
And
out
Shutter.
Hermiston, Oregon.
Hard.
So B's not like into hardcore. She's much more into like.
Kinda.
I mean, yeah, but like, she doesn't.
Yeah, it's
like,
definitely
a
more
lot
like emo and metalcore.
of-
Yeah.
yeah. But like, what she would do in Sacramento is literally just go to hardcore shows, and she had no idea who was playing.
Yeah, I love that. That's what kind of vibe that I want people to have here. That like, no matter what, if you come to one of our shows, like I'm not gonna book some stupid band. I'm gonna try not to. Like, I know, but I'm gonna try not to. I was fully unaware of a previous situation. I'm not gonna start shit talking people, but I'm gonna do my best to book bands that I want people to see.
I actually.
And like, thankfully, like right now, especially the Tri-Cities, I guess we haven't really prefaced this. Like, I book shows with East Tennessee Hardcore in the Tri-Cities area.
Mhm.
I'm not like I don't do it for money or a part-time job. I'd like literally make like almost nothing off of it. Like if I'm not gonna book some bands I don't want to fucking see.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna book a show in my free time, it's gonna be like someone that like is like worth your time, even if you don't know who they are.
And Andrew
Like,
wants to book
just
that.
recently, I was sharing you guys a band from Roanoke hit us up called Tan and Handsome. I was like floored by that band. That band is insane. It is one of the best like local bands to that area that I've ever heard in my
Oh,
life.
you need to.
Tri-Cities has been getting
if
some
you
real
can-
fucking good bands lately.
If you
So
can,
good.
Tyler, or not Tyler, Andrew, can you DM me who else is on that show? Because how are you gonna
What?
that with Tan and Handsome?
What about them? Why would it be a
Who
weird
else
show?
is on that show?
Probably like Ham Radio, Fairview.
Elderbug.
We're gonna do it. You know that little
Wait,
kid
what
that
time is it?
Monster shows?
Tyler, Andrew, we got 30 minutes to get to Northeast State.
Not gonna happen. You know that little kid that monsters at our shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
It's
I
gonna
know.
be a birthday show for him.
Oh, cool, sick.
He asked for Bacalao to play. They're like a really sick thrash band. So they'll kind of stick out like a sore thumb. But we're gonna make it. It's so cool. He doesn't. I don't want to say it, just in case it ever like he ends up watching it. But we're gonna make flyers that look like you're invited to a
his
birthday party.
That's
Like
hard.
that's the flyers.
That's hard.
Yeah, that should be cool.
Tyler, he's so sweet.
He's turning 11 and Mosh is like a motherfucker.
Hard.
Like
He-
spin
he-
kicking, moshing.
He has the mullet. He wears a bog shirt.
Yeah.
I think you told me
walked
about
over
him.
And I was like, I wish I was as cool as that
Dude,
kid.
he almost made me
I'm
cry.
like,
He
He's
walked up
so
to me like
sweet.
the second time I ever met him. He's like, "Hey, we have a big sound system in our living room, and me and my dad turn on Ignite at night and mosh to it in our living room."
and you're
And I was
like,
like, "Dude, I'm gonna fucking cry right now.
like,
You shut the fuck up."
Shut the-
So
And
that
his
him
dad,
and his dad shows up and they both mosh. It's so cool.
That's sick.
his
Yeah.
dad is.
You know
genuinely
what
one
my
of
dad
favorite
did?
people in the area.
You know what my
No.
I've had a great time.
And Andrew,
No.
I'm gonna
No.
Andrew, I'm gonna ask you this right now before I forget, which again,
Okay.
but do you have like a file for like the Septum Bones logo or something? Okay.
Yeah, I got a
because
bunch of different
for-
colors.
Yeah, because I'm working on the album cover for the thing, whatever.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you last week, but I completely forgot.
I
Yeah.
wish you all could have
coming
seen.
soon. Animus Septum Bone crossover.
Can I say how hard
the-
I
the
laughed
biggest
when
thing- The biggest thing since Endgame, if I have to say so myself.
I just want to talk. We're not
right
gonna,
now, we're just waiting on the vocals. That's it.
we are not going to talk about what was said. But when Animus sent the lyrics to that song into our group chat of just us three for the band, I was like, "Is this for for True Poverty?" And his reply to it was the funniest shit I've ever.
What did I say?
I don't know if I
remember.
should say it on
I'll
stream.
type it in the chat.
I don't think I should. Just your description
Hell yeah.
of Andrew was the funniest shit.
I wasn't even there to defend myself, you bastard.
What did I say? Oh.
Yeah, it's like you
Sick.
said to us, and I was like, oh. And it's bad because you didn't say Andrew. It's just what you typed. I instantly knew who you were talking about, and I was like, that's the
Sick.
funniest shit.
I was real
Hell
tired,
yeah.
man. I wasn't my full self.
It's in the Discord
know,
chat, Andrew.
You're
If I
not
could,
you when
if I
you're
could,
hungry,
I'll
you know?
watch y'all's videos.
Oh God. Well, this was probably during a time where there was a big surge of Andrew quotable things that he said. So.
Andrew says
I'm
so
a very
much.
quotable person. I'm very inspiring, is what some would say.
Honestly, you've taught me that it
He's
is.
very politically
I was
active.
you laughed too damn
You
hard
need to
at that.
start
I
talking to
didn't
the
like
guy
that.
from Good Vibes Only and start telling him to say the things you say.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy at all.
I
He wants
can't.
to be. This guy walked up to me and goes, "I want to be canceled. How do I do that?"
Say the word.
Just
Say the
Ring my
word.
line. Ring my line.
call Andrew. He'll teach you.
That's my. I'm gonna start making that quantifiable. I'm gonna start selling that as a lesson.
My favorite quote from Andrew is, "If any of this ever got out into the real world, I'd be canceled so fast."
If any of us were real, we'd probably be canceled.
Good point. We're fake. We're not real.
Yeah.
The internet's not real.
Yeah.
We just exist on your phone screen right now.
It's so-
Our band group chat is so tame compared to the group chat with Andrew.
it really is.
Is it?
It's
Well, I don't like go in often because most of the time when you text, I'm like asleep, so I have to like scroll through the billions
I
of
don't need to
messages.
text that one often yet because Animus needs to write riffs.
Okay.
You need to learn how to play a bass.
know how to play
Oh, get fucked.
Oh,
Who
learn
is-
how to
You know
play
how to play
bass,
bass.
loser.
Who are the only?
Here, I'll let you borrow mine.
Who are the only two that's actually put shit they've done for the band into the group chat? Me and Aminus. You know who
Aminus.
hasn't?
Where
ASHETON. I think Aminus put like a riff that he wrote in. If I'm not
Wasn't
mistaken.
that like yesterday or something?
It was a while back.
Was that recorded by someone else?
No. God. Can I? You all never got to hear the things that I was trying to get that man to do. He did
Who, me?
one. No. Old member of True Poverty. He did like a really cool like panic chord like intro, kind of like like a dozen Black Roses and stuff would do. Yeah, he did stuff like that.
Oh,
Yes.
and
I
I was
think I
like,
have the recording still.
I was like, hey,
Let us rip that. Who cares?
I was like, dude, keep that. That sounds really sick. I want that as like an intro. And everything after was like, bun dun 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 dun, bump bump bun dun 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 dun, bump bun dun dun dun, bump bump. I was like, can you speed it up like
It was
like 20 BPM? And he's like, how do you do that? And I'm like,
Huh?
way faster.
I was like, play faster. And he was like,
Huh?
why? And I was like, it'll sound better probably. And he's like, he would like take like 3 BPM, be like, bump bump
Oh
bump bump.
my
And I was
God.
like,
What are we gonna tune in?
ooh. Whatever you.
I mean, currently I got double drop A, but I can change it if you want.
Can
I
we-
can-
let's have the
It's
lowest.
currently in 10-string tuning.
And can you also drop it an octave with a pedal?
Yeah, I got it in 10-string tuning. I can drop it.
We're doing fall chord.
It's just
Can
muddy.
you go get a regular guitar?
No,
Yeah, I have some.
I
It's
really,
just,
I just want Animus to
Can
play
you
an 8
use
string.
your regular guitar.
Yeah, it's just because I just use the 8-string so often that I have to go get them out of the storage room.
But can we just be real
Yeah, the
here?
guitars.
How hard it would be if we made hardcore work with an 8 string? Like, let's be real here.
Isn't
That is
Dr.
very
Luke plays
true.
with 7, right?
There's a local band called Malinois that I saw live, and they play hardcore with a 9-string.
That's
And-
wicked.
No.
They
fuck
do it
that. They're
pretty
not
well.
hardcore.
Who
Fuck
plays
you.
with a 8-string?
No,
Malinois?
I said Narcolepsy plays with 7.
Oh,
Noctis plays with
'Cause, like,
7.
7's not
They-
that crazy though. I feel like.
Because they play like hardcore riffs, like you would normally hear it. Like, 'cause
No.
I remember I was hearing, I was like, okay, this is a pretty good band. Then they
No.
use like
No,
the
you're
9-string
sick.
as an they use the 9-string as like the emphasis, like a punch almost.
Hard.
That's how
Animus,
they
you
use
need to look at the guitarist of No Cure's guitar. Her name is Aesop Manga, and she uses a Warlock that's been custom made, and it has even more points than a normal Warlock.
It's so cool.
Like it's the fucking coolest guitar ever.
It is.
And like the name of the band comes from a Foundation lyric. It's No Cure for Fools. And the fucking, I think the frets or somewhere on the guitar, or no, on the back of the neck, it actually says in the band's font, No Cure for Fools. It's hard.
That's
it's one of the best songs I've ever
awesome.
seen.
No,
Yeah,
Cure,
it
you
rules.
need to listen to No Cure.
No
No
Cure.
Cure is my favorite newer band.
No Cure, straight edge. Fuck you.
Yeah, No Cure is
Guys, slow.
they're literally a hardcore death metal straight edge band. So it's like everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah,
ever.
it's so cool. It's so hard.
Cyclone has been
You
my
don't
favorite
even
band
you don't
recently.
even have to be straight edge to be like, damn, this goes hard.
Yeah, they're like a
My-
cross. They like cross the
The threshold.
barrier. Like you don't. Yeah,
My
you don't
favorite
need to.
Blade thing will always be telling Aesop, like, at the, was it the after show of LDB, and she's like trying to tune back up, or like she broke her
Yeah,
string, and he
so
just goes,
their
nobody's
head-
gonna hear
they
it, nobody
played-
cares.
They played the LDB after show for the first night, and it started at fucking midnight, and they were the second band. It was awful.
Insert the
And
clip
Aesop
of
gets up
Andrew
there.
screaming.
Oh, that would be so funny. So Aesop gets up there, and her fucking head blows like on the spot. So they start borrowing someone else's head, and Aesop's trying to like get a tone out of it, like change the tone. And Blake, it's like 12:45 at this point, and Blake's like, no one gives a fuck if Gain is on 7 or 8. Let's rock. And that was like how they started their set. Like it was and then it was just immediate violence. They played in a place called Kaiju in Kentucky, and it's literally like 100 cap, and there was probably 140 people in it.
Hard.
So
The band called Prowl from Canada started sticking people in the back. It was awesome.
So also can oh, go ahead, Ashton, because I do have a question for Andrew that like I feel like we all need to collectively answer.
speaking of like crazy small room moments, the chisel covering King 9's intro.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's so stupid.
DRT
just getting
TV.
thrown.
And then Jordan from Momentum picks it up and throws it at somebody.
That's the same guy. Yeah.
And then he tweeted the other day, and then he tweeted the next day and he goes, somebody on Reddit gonna call this ableist or some shit.
Dude, yeah, he's like super crazy about culture, like cancel culture shit. Anyways,
Dude, he's a wicked little.
what's the
guy.
question?
What's the question?
What is the hardest you've moshed to a band that you shouldn't mosh hard to?
Oh,
Because
Olivia
I don't
Rodrigo.
have a story. I don't have a story for myself. I have a funny one for someone else. I guess I like witnessed.
yeah, go for it.
There used to be a place in Elizabeth, and I think I may have told y'all this story, but it's still a funny podcast story.
Go for it.
There used to be a place in Elizabeth, in Tennessee. There was a really big venue, like it, like could really, like a legit, probably 600 cap room is huge,
The fuck?
barrier the whole nine, and I See Stars played, and I was there with a guy named Ryan Witt.
I see stars. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was there with a guy named Ryan Witt, who I don't know if at the time he was in Full Swing, my old band, or if he was singing in a band called Short Stay. But he was like a hardcore dude, straight up. Like he was like a kind of like an OG to me. He showed me a lot of bands and stuff. And like we were like kind of near the pit. We were just kind of watching. We were just there just to be there, kind of thing. Whoops.
Hot.
And we were just kind of there to be there. And he's like, dude, I'm gonna show these motherfuckers how to mosh. And walks over to push moshers, and he's there for I don't know 20 seconds. And he comes back, his fucking nose is broke. And he's like, I didn't know this at the time. He's the type of guy that like passes out when he sees blood. So like he's like touching his nose, like licking his hands. He's like, dude, I gotta go. I'll see you later. I didn't see him for like 2 weeks, but so like one of the toughest hardcore dudes I ever knew, like one of the hardest moshers, goes and moshes for 20 seconds at IC Stars and gets his nose broke. And I'll never let him live that down.
That's wicked.
That's so funny to me. It's
That
so
is
funny to me.
wicked.
I told my story, but I'm gonna say another one. The Guild.
That's not a band you can mosh.
The
hard,
Guild's a good one.
can't you?
The Guild, I've moshed weird to, like, I've moshed to.
I've
which
watched
I
pretty
don't-
hard to the Guild a couple times. I'm in the
Um,
Guild's first music video, or one of their first music videos, where they did the split release with DIY. I'm in that video, moshing pretty stupid.
I don't, as much as I don't like watching Dilation, moshing for them is fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you the dumbest one that I've moshed to?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever really like been like an asshole moshing to a band I shouldn't mosh
Oh,
to.
I was, and it was so.
I haven't.
and I
What,
won't.
Lucius and White?
No. Ice Nine Kills.
Mm.
I.
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I did some heinous shit to that man. I feel so bad for him.
War crimes.
They started playing American Nightmare, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something stupid. And the breakdown hit.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's about Nightmare on Elm Street.
Of course it is.
Yeah, but dude, the breakdown hit, and my brain overtook. And I was like, I'm not gonna mosh tonight. And then my brain said, no, you have to. And usually what I would do is I would like kick somebody and then punch them. No, I just turned around and started wailing on this fucker, like right on the top of his head, just hitting him as hard as I could. And then I was just like, well, that was a good time. Like, he was the only target in sight. I seen him and I was like, it's your turn. And then I was like, well, what do I do now? Because like the rest of this set, I'm not gonna be able to do that.
I got another one. I got another story.
So yeah, I got to mosh for like a minute, beat the fuck out of a guy, and then just acted like it didn't happen. It was cool.
Tyler knows this. I don't know if Tyler doesn't. I don't know if Tyler knows this, but I know Animus doesn't. Andrew, you were there. So White Corset played Johnson City. Free show at a pizza parlor. Shout out Emily.
Shout out
Emily.
pizza.
Shout out
Dude,
pizza.
no, Italian pizza goes to fucking insane.
Does it
It's so
actually?
good.
Is it?
Oh, dude.
It was so good.
Okay.
But I love White Corset, and it's not my.
Okay. Let me preface. This is
You
like a
showed me
like
White
a
Horse, I
noise.
remember.
This is like a noise show. It's like grind,
It's all
cyber,
noise.
hardcore.
It's so weird. The
All
only
digital.
person that night that had lyrics was Emily.
Not one.
Yeah, probably.
So,
Titanic Rupture kinda does, but go ahead.
so we're sitting there, and I'm just like vibing along, and she has like a very like
Oh, yeah,
slow.
Glass.
What?
You broke the glass, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. So
Yeah.
there's a really like it's cyber grind, so it's on an iPod, so it's like a continuous thing, and it just slowly gets into it. And Emily like grabs me by the shoulders and just says, "Do your thing, faggot," and pushes me backwards, and I start swinging. And the poor girl behind me, I hit her, and her beer glass erupts. Her boyfriend tries to grab me, and I just start spinning.
I almost started hitting him too.
This is.
And then they left.
Yeah.
So
Mine
We haven't
is
had a show there since. I know that's all I know.
Ashton got him in trouble. Ashton doing Ashton things.
Go ahead, Animus.
it's not the first time I've straight edge revenged. So
I have two. I don't think I've ever like inappropriately moshed to like a band that shouldn't have at an actual show.
It's so fun.
But
no,
I've
you
done it in
watched
my
the
living
White
room.
Corset.
I have done it in my living room a few times with my little sister, who's like 13, and my friend Poopy.
Love a poopy.
I think we were. Well, I forgot what we listened. We were listening to like white girl music, like 2000s white girl music.
We love a good
Yeah,
poopy.
love it.
And then
I mean,
there's this other band called
Party Rock and Us and Them by Kublai Khan have the same BPM.
Cool.
Thank you.
But there's this band. Well, it's like one guy. He's the drummer for Cyclone. I think their name is Jaw Dropper. It's either Jaw Dropper or DJ Roughcut. He was like, he's the first band that killed, but he's like there to hype everyone up. He's like, "Are you fucking ready?" And he has like this like dark wave kind of like super atmospheric stuff going on. It's mostly just to hype people up, get ready people for the show. Immediately he has like this tube on a whammy pedal. It's like a tube connected to the whammy pedal, and you like swing it around.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and it was super
what's her
cool.
name has that? Like washboard.
Something, yeah, it was weird, and we started yelling into it, and like for some reason I was like super hyped because I was also like 8 beers in because I just came from a wedding.
Oh, this is just recently.
Yeah. So as soon as it happened, I was like getting real into it, and I started like going to like the edge of the pit and just like fucking crowd killing. I was so
Love it.
excited.
I thought of one kinda. I saw the Acacia Strain on the Continent tour. And
album.
they're co-headlining with After the Burial doing Rare Form.
Mm.
And is it Berserker that has that crazy breakdown in it?
Mm-hmm.
I made some people upset with Berserker because like the Acacia Strain played and people were acting fools, but like as soon as they got done and After the Burial played, it's kind of like you could see the room.
Switch.
It's like all the people that were
half
staying
or-
outside.
yeah.
Came to the pit, and then all the people that were moshing for the Acacia Strain like went to the outside. It's like they kind of like mutually agreed. But that Berserker breakdown is pretty
Segregation.
fucking hard. I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, all right, well, I'm fucking somebody up. So I did some stupid shit to After the Burial, like, for 20 seconds. That's about
So
it.
I want to talk about After the Burial now that you say it, because Ashton decided one night to say to me, After the Burial just doesn't have breakdowns that you can mosh to. And I said, yeah, that's bullshit.
Berserker.
No, I did
Berserker.
not
I don't know.
say
You
I
said,
never
you
made
because
any
Animus
So-
was here for
so
this.
they've-
Animus was here
They've
for this.
never heard "Behold the Crown" at
No,
all,
no, it was
or
Exit.
Exist.
It was Exit Exist, and
Exit,
Ashton was like,
Exist is so good.
dude, that is one of the.
That was not me.
Yes, it
I
was.
never
It
said
was
that.
you.
I
Animus.
cannot believe you.
Animus was here for it, because
Yeah,
I was.
because
Like,
I remember we were talking about Exit Exist.
yeah, and I was like, it's one of the heaviest
Yeah.
breakdowns
I do
ever,
not remember this because I love After the
Dude.
Burial.
dude.
So
Andrew, the breakdown is literally just dun 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 dun.
Love it.
It's like
I do not remember
Old
this.
Currents is like
right-
that, too.
like
Old
right
Currents
and just
is
like,
cool.
but it's like right at like the
You
like
are
the end
such
of
a
a song.
defender of Old Currents. It's so weird.
It's so good.
Like,
Yeah, dude,
Collapse is
that
real
one
fucking
song
good
by-
too.
That one song by Currents is, like, incredible.
I love Current.
I don't know that I know
Shut
that.
up.
What's
Listen.
that? It's like,
And this is where he goes. It's
Hanging
like,
by
it's
a
got a
thread
noose on
with,
it.
yes, with the
Name
tree.
a metalcore band that has a noose on it.
I know what album you're talking about. That's like early
Yeah,
Currents.
but it's
That's
that one
their
song
first
where he's
EP.
like,
So
is it Hanging by a Thread?
Is it?
yes, I can go
With
look. I have
your
Spotify open.
eyes.
Do I know a band
God.
that you guys are not gonna probably agree with me, but like has a good album, bad, good.
Who?
Hold on, let me find this song for Andrew.
Thank you.
You know,
So the album is called Victimized, and it's Hanging by a Thread. Yeah, Make
Okay.
Them Suffer. So
whoa.
here, yeah.
Shut up. Shut up.
Why am I shutting up?
That band is perfect. Fuck you.
Oh, I don't
No.
like them.
I
No.
love Make Them Suffer.
Never
Like
Bloom
like
is
I
a-
like I like
I
I like the new stuff that they're doing with Alex.
No, I love
That's what I like.
I love everything that band's
Never
ever done.
Bloom. Can I say my opinion?
Go for it, but you're
You can try.
Never Bloom is a perfect album. I don't like Old Souls as much because I think
you know
to follow up Never Bloom, can you let me finish?
that's the first EP.
What?
That's their first EP redone, basically. It's Old Souls,
Old Souls?
Lord of Woes, Old Souls. That's literally just their first EP redone.
Oh god. Oh shit.
I'm looking on Spotify right now.
I know, it
and
comes
that's
after,
not
'cause
how they have it.
I know it's
Oh,
because
that's why. That's why.
it was like a double.
It's a
release.
remaster.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, it's
no,
freaking
it's because of how I hit the button wrong. I don't. It's okay. It's okay.
Mhm.
But I love Never Bloom more.
I
There's
agree.
that one song that had the music video is cool, I guess.
I hate you.
See, I have to say this. Like,
Y'all are so
I like
far
the
off
new
of
singles
what
that they're
I
coming
was
out with Alex.
I feel like me and
Well,
Andrew
actually,
at
Old-
times go side by what we listen to, and then there's like there's a divide. Of I'm like,
Worlds
fuck, I
Apart-
love this.
You like
Worlds
because
Apart had
they
everything.
gave a shit for like 2-3 years about that, and like as soon as I figured out that like hardcore was like a thing,
You were just
I
like,
was
no.
like, I don't.
Yeah.
any of this.
I'm the same. I was the same way.
See, no, I still went side by side with it.
It happened to me earlier. What I'm saying, you guys were still listening to Never Bloom, and by that time I'd already checked the fuck out. Like,
But see, for me
So-
also, like it was like I got introduced to hardcore and metalcore at the exact same time. So my thing went, like I'm not even kidding. Like my trajectory went Slipknot, Black Dahlia Murder, Trivium, Stick to Your Guns
Yeah.
together at the same time, and I was like,
Black Dahlia was really early for me too.
oh this is
Trivium and Stick to Your Guns. Trivium. What a band that does not have a bad album.
I'll
I saw them live.
They're
And,
fine. I don't listen to them a lot.
I
And-
thought they were okay.
Can we say how sick it is that they're doing a split with Heaven Shall Burn? That's sick.
Yeah,
as
and I
fuck.
also love his. Doesn't he do that black metal project too?
Yeah, what is it?
It's fucking
Abakari or however the fuck you say it? That's sick as fuck.
Yeah, it's cool.
And he was just
I'm
like,
not about to get out here and talk about.
Can we just also
black metal
say
like Liam
that's
did.
cool
I don't
as
fucking know.
it was cool as fuck that he was like, I'm just gonna have Gerard Way on a black metal track.
Yeah, I
like
love that.
hard, okay.
I love that.
Sick.
So, back to Make Them Suffer. Worlds Apart had everything for it. Okay,
Go to
it had everything in place to be a perfect album. Don't think that it lives up to what everyone thinks it does.
I agree because what they released after is even better.
Perfect album.
dude.
How to Survive a Funeral is a monumental.
How are you
album.
gonna start a song off with like
It's a
down,
sick
down,
fucking
down,
album,
down,
man. I
down,
might
down,
listen off
down,
that name alone.
Dude, that new album, Andrew, it's
It's a good album, man.
insane.
How do you do a fucking like proggy like riff, but then do it into like Soul Decay? And it's like,
All right, never mind. You said prog. I'm so out. I'm so
No,
out.
No,
it's not prog
it's-
at all.
but it has like that like almost like tinge to it where like this might be a prog
It's like-
song, but then it's like, oh no, this is like hard.
So,
This
I
is a
can't do
deathcore
prog.
song.
Can't do prog.
And then I don't really like the new stuff.
Oh, I love the new
but
singles. I love the new
I
singles.
have to go back and listen to them.
The Ghost of You
I'm
is
just a
actually.
huge fan of Alex. I'm just a huge fan of Alex Reed because I love Drown This City.
I don't care
I've
about
never
that.
listened to Drown This
Don't
City,
care
so
about
I don't
that.
What the
care.
fuck is that?
She's the new female vocalist in the band.
Because the other female vocalist did a bad thing.
Did a deathcore.
They deathcored
They
themselves.
she
A
deathcore.
female did a deathcore.
Yeah, female deathcore.
That's what happened with Cursed Earth. That's what happened to Cursed
Look,
Earth.
that's-
laughed about it.
Well, I'm just glad that deathcore's finally equal rights. Is all I'm saying.
True.
Uh,
You know-
the
What's his
vocalist of
face?
Cursed Earth, they deathcored themselves, and she got kicked out. But the band was like, well, we still want to release something, so they did like one of the coolest things. Where
Oh,
they
yeah,
had
they
a bunch
did.
of like, it's like an EP full of like the instrumental and the normal one, but they had a guest vocalist as the actual vocalist for every song.
Do you,
And,
do
like,
you
they
guys
had-
remember?
And Matt
Um,
Honeycutt does the thing on that EP.
Matt Honey, oh yeah, Cursed Earth.
Yeah, he literally says the band
Oh.
name in a breakdown.
Oh,
Do
I
you
wish
guys
I could do that
remember
for Animus,
Lotus
but
Eater?
I can't make that hard.
Lotus
Sorry,
Eater,
animals.
the Instagram page.
You can.
No, like the band, Lotus Eater.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the band that
No.
Ollie Sykes featured on it, and then they got canceled a week later.
No. That band went through 3 vocalists
Yeah.
in 2 months.
Yeah, literally for all the
Love
same
that.
shit.
And like they were the only metalcore band to ever be on Hopeless Records.
Mm-hmm. And
And it was
That's what you
so
get.
good.
you know what's funny is
So this is
that,
good for signing
so
stupid
good.
fucking metal man. Oh, I
that
don't believe you.
No, it's damn near perfect. And they were about
dude, it
to
is.
they
about to take
had
over.
They were about to like drop the greatest metalcore album of all time, and then the day
Y'all are gonna have to
before
talk about a different genre. I'm struggling.
I'm telling you this story because you're gonna find this like, wow.
Yeah, go ahead. I was playing.
The day before the album comes out, the vocalist's ex-girlfriend sent out an entire Google Doc, not a twit longer, not like screenshots,
Oh,
a
love it.
Google
Love it.
Doc,
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
and
I'm
it
gonna
just
put a
has
word in
everything.
there.
What was that band that had the Kyle from Tactosa feature the day that he got canceled?
Murder Afloat.
Oh,
And there's
Yeah.
and I feel sorry,
sorry,
that,
Murder Afloat.
that whole band is
they kicked
sweethearts.
them out immediately, and they're like, "What do? We don't have a vocalist, and the album drops tomorrow." So they,
Scrapped it.
they said, they just never released it. Hold on.
Literally, I think even like their last 2 songs aren't even on streaming anymore.
I like that. I like when Ashley does that and doesn't mute their mic. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, Ashton just doesn't.
It's just like
Yeah.
doors and like shit.
Everybody
It's
just
so
stare at
cool.
Ashton. Everybody. All right, they them's getting angry. They them's getting angry. We can hear you. We can hear you. Ashton is somehow
Yeah,
the
y'all,
loudest individual. I've-
y'all are gonna have to stop talking about metalcore. 'Cause I have no idea what you're fucking talking about.
So, do you like
Unless
Polaris?
it's like, unless you're talking about,
My
like,
favorite band is
Prada era.
Beartooth, and my favorite Beartooth song is
That first Beartooth album's fine.
sick or disgusting.
Can I
It's
add-
probably disgusting there.
Listen, I'm gonna ask Ashton. Okay, Ashton.
know.
Ashton, let me ask you a question here,
Okay.
little buddy.
Yeah,
How do you make everything the loudest thing in the fucking universe?
I don't know.
Like it's
I could hear your thundering feet
brother,
throughout
you
the house.
swung,
Thundering Feet.
and it sounded like you were on top of
Thundering
my
feet.
head. You opened
don't
that
know.
door in the loudest manner I've ever heard a door open.
'Cause I was pissed.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Wait,
understand.
what album is just fine?
Andrew said the first Beartooth album, so you know how Sid's gonna react.
It's fine.
No, it's perfect.
Is it the
No,
one? Is it one like in
Me and Sid are
between and all
equally
that
big
shit?
Beartooth fans.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah, I think
perfect
it is.
it's a
album.
perfect album.
It's a perfect album.
I'm gonna out Zach. Me and Zach jammed it for a while when we were in Full Swing, because we both liked
Attack Attack.
the problem.
Problem.
That one, good breakdown.
Like,
Down, down, down,
It-
down,
it's
down,
clear-
down.
It's clear that Caleb now misses being an Attack Attack.
What?
I'm sorry,
What?
Bill Murray is the better post Attack Attack band. I'm sorry.
You're wrong. I like both. I don't care.
I never got into Mice and Men.
Mice and Men sucks for the most part.
No, that
Austin,
one album's fucking incredible.
Austin
What
Carlisle can
band?
die.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Fucking,
Wait, everybody listen, everybody listen, everybody listen, everybody listen for a second.
Wait, hold on.
The second and Sebring album.
Why does it sound like? Why does it
What
sound like?
is it?
They
Okay.
muted
Oh my
themselves, but it unmuted as soon as they took their headset off.
How does Ashton pull this off?
I don't
This is
know.
incredible.
I saw the mute button pop up.
I did
like,
too.
Their little thing.
Wait, yeah, the mute button. The mute button's still there.
It's not from me. Oh, now it is.
Yeah, okay. Dude,
But
It's
it
like,
was just there. As soon as they took off their headset, it unmuted.
if you can talk about like a metalcore like pre like 2013, probably 2012, I could probably fuck with it. But I just didn't. I just wasn't listening to it.
let
I'm
me-
the deathcore guy. I love my blackened deathcore.
Cringe.
You like Warner Shore?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
not anymore.
Like Black Dahlia is like all I can think of off the top of my head.
Did
I
you
was
just,
kind of
did
more
you,
death metal.
did you just call Black Dahlia deathcore?
But like they call themselves technically black and death metal. Like get the fuck out of here.
I love them for that.
I know, but
I
what a pretentious ass
I
fucking
love a
title.
band
I
that
love
gives themselves a
Black Dahlia,
dumbass
but-
fucking genre.
Hey, can we go back to talking about Attack Attack? What was the other?
Oh, I'm
post-Attack
gonna
Attack
shoot
band?
myself.
I mean,
Analepsy is a Portugal slamming death metal.
So,
Portuguese
that
slamming
makes
death
sense.
metal.
is it just Bill Murray and Beartooth, or did something else spawn?
Are you?
Mice and Men.
Oh, I
No.
love them, Mice and Men.
No.
Love that first
I
album.
don't.
Well, I guess
I don't like
I
them at
guess
all.
technically.
Well, let me go
Respect to that
see.
dude on that first Attack Attack video for singing, like
Act-
faking.
okay, yeah.
He's
Can,
like
can we say
Austin Carl's vocals.
the funny thing is that's
Incredible.
not Austin Carlisle.
Mice and Men
It's just
What,
some
the video?
yeah some
2010.
random guy
It's
they were
like
like throw him in there.
guy.
Yeah, just throw him in there.
Yeah. So the first of Mice and Men came out in 2010.
What
Arms
record?
talking about
Someday
some-
Someday.
2008.
Someday. Yeah. So yeah, I guess the Mice and Men is technically.
Austin Carlisle's on the first Attack Attack album. That's him.
And the first E EP.
Wait, that's the ex-drummer of Sleeping with Cyrus's brother, or Sleeping with Cyrus.
That's cool.
What? No, it's not.
Yeah. The first Sleeping with Sirens record kind of goes. Okay,
Yeah,
anyways.
I
Never
Absolutely.
liked that band. I'm gonna say the same about Pierce the Veil. Never was a fan.
Oh, fuck Pierceville. I hate Pierceville.
Was never a thing
Yep.
for me.
Hit 'em.
Just.
Give me say what,
Ashton, you hate him too, right? Ashton?
Let me tell you what bands I really do
I like
like.
Collide with the Sky and Selfish Machines.
You know, it is a really good band though that shouldn't have like kind of mosh parts. That does definitely have kind of mosh parts.
Left to Suffer.
Kill yourself. Knuckle Puck.
Yeah, that first EP. Good
That
record.
first EP is a
Very much,
hardcore
very
record.
much finger. I love Pissed Off pop punk. Love
Yeah,
it.
same.
Knuckle
And
Puck
they
early in
still
the story so
are.
far.
Like
Love it.
they definitely like have changed their sound, but it's still you can very much mosh to it.
But hey, Andrew,
I love
when
that.
is Septum Bone doing a pop punk song?
Not Septum Bone, but him and maybe Dan have a pop punk side project that they've been working on for
Okay.
years.
But can you
Who's
give?
vocal?
It's with the singer of our brother band Chained. So Chained and Septum Bone share a drummer. So the
Mhm.
singer Phil is gonna sing in that. I can't remember the name.
Whenever
I
Chain
don't
puts
know
out
if
something
Tim's
new, we'll
good.
talk about it on Cigs and Coffee because like what I've heard slaps.
Dude, Chained fucking rips. Their new fucking.
And
I'm
aren't
not
they
gonna lie,
aren't they
I heard
on
their new
tour right
EP.
now with If Only?
When is
No, they're still
when is
making
Septum
their-
Bone doing a deathcore track?
I never. Me getting on Animus track is the closest thing that's ever gonna happen to that.
So
Yeah.
So
Andrew,
is it gonna be?
you guys were featured in a movie.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
talk about that.
Yeah,
You were? Holy shit.
Amityville Ripper. Was supposed to come out the end of this
October,
month, and it got
this
pushed
month.
back because they're actually going to have some type of a theatrical release, apparently, in like a type of like B, kind of like a small theater. It's just like a B rate, like a. I'm not calling it B rate in a bad way, but like that's the vibe is some shitty movie that's like a slasher movie.
Yeah.
But Tim knows the guy that directed it, and he reached out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Excited Grunt, the first song.
Andrew loves that song.
That's fine.
Dude, I love Ignite. Oh my god.
Yeah, Ignite's a much better song in my opinion.
Drop the
but
body, ignite the.
Grunt's growing on me.
It's hang the
I
body.
I want to. We're talking about maybe eventually re-recording both of them, and maybe I could actually fuck with it Grunt, make it make me like it more. But
Hey, you have time.
apparently, from what I understand, we're actually in the movie, and then in the extra credits, you can actually watch the animated video that we put out with Excited Grunt of like the little caveman that's running around and doing stupid shit. But
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it just you?
That's
Just
pretty
doing
fucking cool.
daily task?
it's just, have you ever watched it?
No.
It's like an animated little video, and it's like he's just like
I'll watch
walking
music
around, and
videos.
like a portal to hell opens up.
I just want to say that
It's kinda
nothing
fucking
is
cool.
funnier in my head now than imagining Andrew as a little caveman just doing a daily task. I don't know what a daily task consists of for Andrew, but that sounds to be.
Sharpening rocks.
I would love to just watch Andrew. Like-
I'll make an animated music video for Ignite, and it's just Andrew because I draw Andrew all the time, just in my free time.
It's the TikTok of like, it's the British guy saying daily life of a British wanker.
Can we also?
And it's just
We can actually talk about this. That involves.
I'm a Brexit geezer.
This involves kind of.
Geezer.
This involves the meeting of the whole group now, but like. The funniest interaction was Animus and Andrew first meeting each other. Animus going, "I drew you, Andrew," sending it to him, and Andrew just replying with, "Die."
Bye.
I woke up to that screenshot and I knew that Animus. Like,
It was
I knew
just-
would
it
be
was-
Animus.
It was just like
It
a
was
little
just
circle.
like a tan circle with glasses, and that's it.
Just die.
It was so fucked.
I
Die.
have to keep
But
telling
also,
myself
Andrew
that
said the
not
funniest.
every-
Andrew said the funniest thing to me that night too,
Oh,
which
no.
was Animus made me a Minecraft, sent a picture of it, and he goes, "That's fucking Parappa the Rapper."
Dude, that was incredible.
It looked
That was
exactly,
straight
it
up
looked exactly like him.
That's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
Haven't wore
I
that
have to
beanie
keep
since.
telling myself that Andrew, or not every bald dude with glasses and shorts is Andrew.
No, but they all
That's
are.
fucked up in some ways.
That's
There's some ism for that.
Andrew, Travis, Mark Walkers.
Dude, me and Travis look the same. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
Travis
so
is like
weird.
Travis looks like me if you gave me like a lightning stone and I evolved into Raichu. Like that's what Travis looks like.
Can we all shave our heads
What?
now and just all become different forms of
Like,
Andrew?
I don't want to do that again.
Also, Animus, we're gonna talk about you for a second now. Is that okay? So
Why?
the day
We've been really worried about your consumption.
when I streamed yesterday, Animus pulled up in my chat and tried to insult me for like cutting my hair, and he was
Oh, I
like,
hate it.
and
I
he was
hate
like,
it.
"You cut your hair, look at you," and I was like, "Yeah, you shaved your beard, and the whole group made fun of you. Shut up." Everybody else.
I showed
I,
patience.
I cut my hair and everybody messaged me was like, "You look really good, dude," and I was like, "Oh, yo, thanks." And Animus came in and tried to insult me. I was like, "Brother," everybody's like, "Yeah, put it back
The-
on."
Arian
The
from
only thing I
Pistol-
could think of were like the
So-
old pictures of you that I had. Like that's all I could think of.
I ran into Arian of Pissrot at
What
Hatebreed.
up, Piss Rot?
And yeah, shout out
The
Pissrot.
best
Love them.
Tennessee local.
So good,
Period.
love them,
Such a good band. I have to redo that interview. But I'm getting a microphone. I'm ordering a microphone.
brother. I tried to
Like,
edit that
I-
interview. That shit was so bad. I was like,
I'm so sorry. I need to talk to them soon.
Mhm.
But he's like, just grow a mustache like your brother. I was like, I don't like facial hair and I can't grow it. Like what I can grow is the neck beard, and that's it. And it's
Yeah.
so dumb.
I got such a good beard.
My
I'm
neck
proud
beard's
of it.
growing in. My neck beard's growing in.
No,
Perfect.
no, like old pictures of me, like junior, sophomore year, I wouldn't shave because I didn't want to. And it was so bad.
Y'all have seen me without the beard, right?
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, the
It's weird. It's a little weird. Yeah.
Attack, attack.
Oh yeah, no. The only
Drug-free youth. Drug-free youth.
that
Oh my
shirt.
god, we
yeah.
can edit the picture and it's just holding the septum bone art.
Yeah, I could do that. That picture was on my old Twitter before I lost it, and it was like I did a goofy tweet. I was like holding the Bible right now, and I thought it was really funny. That's it. But also,
That's not funny.
do you like the color pink, Ashton?
Oh,
I love the
Jesus.
color.
I have a
pink.
drug-free
is
youth hat.
that an actual question?
I have a drug-free youth hat if you want it. It's pink. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wear any hat that
See,
someone
what's
gives
crazy
me.
Is
is
it a trucker hat?
no, it's like a dad hat.
Okay.
I love
I've seen
trucker
the
hats so
hats.
much.
See, what I hate is that
I'm like
like
looking at hats right now.
Out-
I have so many.
see, cause Sid knows how like, like I was like that straight edge person that was always like, fuck you if you're not straight edge. And then depression just got so bad, brother. Like,
and then me and Andrew were like, pass me a beer.
dude, it was like,
I'm straight edge for a few nights, baby.
I'm gonna get real serious for a second.
Straight edge till payday.
I hate to be that serious person for a second, but like, brother, mental health will make you do shit that you've never thought you were going to do. Take care of yourself, please. Don't do what I did. It's bad.
No.
Andrew was so sad when they found out I wasn't straight edge. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Bro, that was the funniest text. No, the funniest text was when Andrew found out your name. He replied with, "Your legal name is not Animus."
Like, I could feel how genuine
Your
that was.
name isn't a synonym for hate? What?
That needs to be corrected in the eyes of Washington State.
Dude, that's the funniest shit. What else?
It's like $500.
Since Sid's talking in chat, there was also a really funny Andrew text. Was we were all sending pictures of our dogs, and Sid put a picture of their old dog Emily in the chat and said, "That was my baby," and Andrew said, "Oh, she's so cute." In all caps, the next text, "Wait, was? Don't say that." Like 3 texts in a row, and then I said,
like,
"Andrew."
why is it in past tense?
He was like, no, don't. And Sid said, "I'm sorry." And he goes, no.
We were sharing cute dog photos, and this motherfucker walks up here and shares a picture of their dog. I was like, damn. I'm like, this fucking sucks. You should ruin my damn day.
Andrew made me laugh one of the hardest I've ever laughed, because we were also sending I sent a picture of my dog, and Andrew was like, "Yo, what gang sign you throwing up?"
Dude.
Your fucking toes were thrown up C's on the fucking couch, guys. Yo,
I was showing my goldfish.
Nothing. It was even funnier for me because I hadn't seen the picture yet, so I just seen like Animus sent a phone and didn't see what gang sign's that. And then I clicked on it and was like, "What the?"
I was in class.
I shared that picture and like text with everyone that I knew because it was one of the hardest I've ever laughed this year. It was immediate too. I said, "Hey, what gangs?"
That's the
What
thing.
was it? What was the one like a couple days ago? I was at Ashton left Pokemon cards in my car.
Oh yeah,
Someone
you
left
left
LGBTQ paraphernalia. Paraphernalia.
Dude, that shit had me cackling. I'm like, LGBTQ paraphernalia.
I immediately sent it to patients.
You know, funny, like, there's a funny pipeline
Come on,
between
you can do it.
ban and like propaganda. So like, stick to your guns. When you think stick to your guns, you think
Communism.
all I can think about is like, all I can think about with August Burns Red. All I can think about is they're right wing.
Carl Tucker.
What do you think about with Andrew?
They look really British.
I told him I couldn't.
I think it's about me. I was so confused.
Me, I'm British.
Skinhead.
Oh yeah. Listen,
I'll take that.
it's
But the fun skinheads, like agnostic fun.
Yeah, no.
The fun ones.
90% of skinheads aren't racist.
no, that's definitely not. It didn't start as
Shout
that.
out Ty Bover from Alabama.
One of
He's
my
like
one of my best straight edge
skinhead buddy of
homies.
mine.
They're not racist. They're not racist. They're just politically active.
Andrew.
Sure.
Andrew
Whatever.
says, "I just drew that cool looking logo."
Andrew
But
doesn't vote. Andrew looks like he doesn't vote.
Andrew says,
I
although
don't.
Andrew said those symbols looked cool, I just wanted them on my wall, on a flag that happens to be red, white, and black.
I have symbols because I love suicide silence. That's why.
It's the logo, I promise.
That double S.
And you're like, that one looks so cool. I like
It's
that.
funny because it looks like AC/DC.
Did you? Oh my god! Did that girl really not think she was doing blackface?
Yeah, dude, she deadass
Oh,
thought she
dude.
wasn't. Brother, I can't.
Dude,
Did you not see it in the
even,
group?
Like an active.
Okay,
I'm not
think
an
so.
active.
let me tell
ahead, go ahead.
Animus. So there was a girl who
Yeah,
went to
go
a
ahead.
Bad Omen show yesterday, who did like a black face paint to be the ski mask and got denied to go into
Yeah, she painted
VIP.
the ski mask in like the logo that's on the forehead or whatever it is.
Mhm.
but it just looks like blackface.
Yeah, and she was like, I don't know why I got
I'm-
kicked out, and everybody was like, you don't? Like, huh?
I'm not even. I'm actually not like an active Sleep Token or Bad Omens like hater.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's like great music, but it's like people metalheads hate it, and I totally get or metal hardcore whatever. Like I get it because it's like goofy, but like I would turn on Bad Omens in the same way I would turn on like Olivia Rodrigo. It's like passive listening music, and like it's not offensive.
No, it's offensive.
Like, no, I don't think it is. It's just like pop music. Yeah, dude, that record rocks. I'm not gonna lie, Sour rocks.
Sour
like-
rocks.
Like I listen to it in the same mindset that I'm not trying to hear them fucking reinvent the wheel or like blow my mind. It's pop music made by dudes that can scream sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
My biggest problem with Bad Omens will always be how much
Love
I hate the fans.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, the fans are the most part. It's just like any other
I have
Like,
met two.
like festival rock music fans are like the most unbearable people I've ever known.
I've met
Actual.
two, maybe three bearable Bad Omens fans. Courtney,
Yeah, Courtney.
my new band member, and she comes to shows all the time, and I can't remember her name.
Wow,
But
I'm
she's
telling Annie what you just
Sick.
said. Fuck you.
Oh, and Annie, I guess.
Yeah, Annie likes Bad Omens.
I don't
Yeah,
like
and
the-
like Courtney's not like diehard own Bad Omen shirts, but like it's fine.
Yeah, like Annie will
I
listen to them.
Courtney owns like
I don't.
Twitching Tongues.
I don't-
Yeah, exactly.
But
See,
not,
so like Annie, I'm kind of
Yeah.
okay with because she'll be like, I like Bad Omens and Motionless and White, but then listen to Sleep Token or not. I meant fucking Twitching Tongues and like Hatebreed and shit, and I'm like, cool.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But Annie has the worst take I've ever.
Don't
heard
talk
in
about
podcast.
yeah. Do we tell
No,
Annie?
Arian and Cole from Piss Riot say that Marauder just sounds like Sepultura.
Sepultura.
But shut up.
Ashton deadass looked at me the other day and was like Sepultura. I was like, fuck you.
Sepultura.
Ultra.
Okay.
Ultra.
You unironically
Sorry,
said
sorry, go ahead, sorry.
Sepultura.
Yes,
Sorry,
I did.
go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
I understand that comparison. I really did. Hold on, someone's texting me.
Yeah.
Actually, do me get her in here. Do me get her in here.
No.
You know, I can get her. I can get her in here.
And then I get to Annie's take.
Oh,
It's
tell
just
me. I just want to hear
It's
it.
just Metallica.
Yep.
Dog.
No.
I would rather someone make a Sepultura comparison than Metallica. And like, I would argue that I'm like a Metallica like super fan in a way.
Oh, I love
I
Metallica.
Like
asked
Black
Annie's
Album
this.
and Back. And dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like Death Magnetic and what's the one after Death Magnetic but before the new album?
Hardwired. Hardwired.
Dude,
I like
dude,
Hardwired.
Dude, that one breakdown in Hardwire, is it Bone or Spit Out the Bone?
Spit out the
Spit out the
bone.
Oh, oh,
That's a monster.
what a track. Dude. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I'm like a Metallica like apologist super fan in a way, but dude, that's a crazy take.
That is a
That's
take.
Fucked up.
Yeah. Also,
I'm
So-
fucking,
guys,
Andrew, I think-
yet again, have I worn this shirt every goddamn time we've done this
yes,
podcast?
yes,
I
yes.
almost put on
yes.
Article V one the Marauder
Hard.
Article V riff.
I don't even mean, dude. I took a nap. That's why I overslept my nap. That's why it took me a minute. But like,
Article 5.
I had a counterpart shirt on. And I ended up like, I get so fucking hot in my sleep, so
Hold on.
it was like sweat ridden, and I was like, fuck. I just grabbed a shirt and I was like, god damn, it's this one again.
This is like
If
the
Ashley
third
leaves one more time,
third day
I'm
I've worn this in a row.
Alright.
But like, I feel like I needed to wear this specific shirt because like it's the most hardcore one that I have besides Dirt Nap. But you can't really see the Dirt Nap logo. So I put it on just for Andrew.
No,
and
what-
also,
What about Crowbar?
Thank
Poopy.
you.
Poopy, I sent him all my stuff like early, you know, whether it's a song or just like anything that I'm recording. I was like, hey, what do you think about this riff? So I sent him like a little snippet of one of my newer songs at the time, and he was like, it sounds a lot like Metallica. I'm like, I loathe you right now. And it sucked because
I
I've
can't
been
wait
working
to hit
on-
Andrew with the sounds like Way of the Fist.
I've been working on
Apologies.
it's a three-parter
I know.
song.
That's the worst thing
It's like-
about you.
I've been working on those three songs all year. Yeah, I've been working on those three songs all year, and it was like this super like big passion thing. I was like, oh, I finally finished. Here, let me show it to you. It sounds like Metallica,
Yeah, it sucks.
You gotta kill yourself.
and then immediately
Yeah.
unlisted them.
I got a
Tyler,
fun. I got a
The
fun.
worst thing about wait, I need to The worst thing about me is that I like Way of the Fist.
No, I'm talking about Andrew.
What's Andrew's worst? That he likes Way of the Fist?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a wave of fist apologist.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's okay
Okay.
because I also
I
kind of
have-
am.
I have a
It's a
funny
good album.
Metallica song story.
Go ahead.
So Full
Does this
Swing,
involve me?
Gold
Oh,
Man,
no.
no, was fuck no. You were probably in fucking diapers when this happened. So
Old.
Full Swing is from a place called Lee County. I'm the only person that wasn't from there, but it's like the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm talking about like fucking nowhere. But we would have we would host our own shows there because people would come out like crazy because this town had nothing in it.
Mhm.
It was like Walmart and like a red light, and that was like it. And we had a place there that let us play shows.
Homer in a red
And there was
light.
there was like a young kid, there was like a young kid thrash band that was from there that we play with a lot just because you kind of had to. And they were called Angle Ablaze, Angul. It's like apparently a city in like Europe or something. It was a terrible band name.
Yes,
But the first
well,
time we saw them, they played fucking
the bleeding.
no, For Whom the Bell Tolls,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
It was sick. They did it, and like I jokingly
That's on-
could do like a
Is
James.
that on?
Ride the
Ride
lightning.
the lightning.
Okay, I was.
I could
was just saying
jokingly
that's
do
your
like a
puppets,
pretty good
my bad.
James Hetfield. I do it pretty often, like at band practice and stuff. Like I do a pretty good one. And the second time I played with them, I was like, "Hey, dude, can I come and sing it with you?" Just start trying to be cool, like, just being a nice guy. Because these kids, I was probably like 19 or 20, and they were probably like 16. So I thought I was like being nice, I guess. So I was like, "Hey, man, can I come up there and sing it with you when y'all do it? Like, I'd love to like just do a." And like Animus, you go to hardcore shows now. You know, features normally they just kind of like someone grabs it. You just grab a mic. There is no like
You
formality
just
to it.
take the
You
mic
just
and then
grab
just
it,
give it
yeah.
back.
It's like you just like run up and grab the guitar player's mic or whatever. Like there's no.
It's usually the guitar
Okay.
players or yeah.
So like in my head, they knew what I was asking. They stopped their set. They're like, "We're about to play a cover, and we're gonna get to pick a random fan in the audience that is gonna be allowed to sing the song with." And they're like, that guy," and they point at me like we didn't just fucking talk about it 10 minutes ago. They're like, "Dude, you get to come up here and sing it with us, man. Come on." And I'm like, thanks, guys. I fucking appreciate it.
So
And like,
I
dude, it was the worst.
just put a
So dumb.
special clip in the Discord chat.
That's
not gonna watch
really
it.
Good.
It's the Zach clip. You've seen it a million times.
Which one?
Little kid kills it in the pit.
Oh yeah, Zach Wiles is at 12 years old. He was on
Zach
Tosh.0.
Wiles was on top Touch.0 for moshing.
A future show that I'm going to. It's another local one, and it's bands that have never played over here in the Tri-Cities before. My
Tri-Cities.
Tri-Cities.
Tri-Cities,
Yeah.
Washington, baby.
So
don't think
they've
I've
a lot of them
reached
have never
that
played over here in the Tri-Cities. I was like, oh, that's really cool. But Cyclone is playing and they're opening, and I know their songs because I've been to their shows a lot and I've like recorded like YouTube or whatever, like their live stuff on YouTube. So I'm fairly familiar with their songs. But that show is so close to Halloween that a lot of us like we should just go in like Halloween costumes and just like kill each other. So I'm gonna show up as a red Teletubby, as Poe, and then I'm gonna grab the mic and do my
What?
like vocals, and then
Bro.
just fucking hand the mic right back.
I think
I didn't know
for-
Animus could do those lows. That was kind of sick.
I think for Chamber and all them, is it Tracheotomy and Orthodox?
Yep. I think so, isn't it?
No,
No.
not Orthodox.
Oh.
Chamber and Tracheotomy.
Can I
Y'all are just making shit up.
talking about
do you wanna
doing
write
talk?
Do you want to write up with me to that one, Tyler?
I'm down, yeah.
Right.
But also talking about doing stupid shit at shows like Animus just mentioned. When I seen Counterparts last year, I did I had one of the funniest things happen to me. They were playing Monument, and I'm pretty sure Ashton knows the put a fucking bullet in my head part, which is like the hardest thing ever. And as soon, because I was like right at the front, Tyler, their guitarist, was standing in front of me, and as soon as they did that, like, I didn't want to hit this kid behind me because I was like, I would feel bad because he was nice to me the entire time. Like, this kid was just a sweetheart, and I was like, I don't want to hurt you. So my brain instinct went to, I guess I'll just punch this monitor in front of me, and I punched
Broke
that
your
shit.
hand?
No, dude, I split my fucking hand open and started bleeding, and he was just like he just stared at me like, what the fuck? And I was just like,
That's what it is.
But he was just like
Counterpart
playing it and was just
Johnson
like,
City.
I was like, yep, happens, man.
Andrew open for stick to your guns.
That's wicked.
No, that was a fucking lie.
Oh.
I got on the mic at my last show.
I thought you were.
No, that's just a fucking lie.
Oh.
Death Before Dishonor is probably the coolest thing in Johnson City.
Dude, there was a show that one of mine and Andrew's friends played that I didn't know about until recently that I seen a thing pop up for that was wicked. I forgot who it was, but it was a show that Meth Mouth played.
Oh.
Oh
yeah, with
it was.
Yeah, I saw Kyle from Body Snatcher talking about it.
Yeah, it was Float Face Down,
I
which,
saw that.
dude,
Float Face Down.
Float Face and the Merciless concept. Oh.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Damn shame.
And now one of the basis for Float Face Down's in Body Snatcher.
Body Snatcher, yeah.
You've never listened to Float Face Down before, Animus?
It's okay.
I don't think so.
It's one of the best deathcore bands ever.
It's so hard.
They're
like, I was like when deathcore was so scary.
Good deathcore.
They were awesome. Also, talking about Body Snatcher, because I meant to mention it when you mentioned Chris from Body Snatcher. Let's talk about how good King Conquer was.
Yeah.
Gasoline
Body Snatcher
Stomach.
actually listened to my song, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever.
They're always really cool about listening to people's songs.
It's because they all grew up hardcore kids, though. Let's be real.
Hey,
Yeah.
we never asked.
So, Melee... Sorry, go ahead.
Andrew, what's your favorite band?
Ever?
Ever. Of all time.
Probably Kids Like Us.
Yeah, I was about to
Probably.
say. I know exactly.
Probably.
Do you have the coolest Kids Like Us? Like, is it a hoodie?
Yeah, that Coca-Cola rip.
Dude, I love it.
Kids Like Us, people really don't call back to them a lot. They're not a band that like a lot of people reference much. I mean, people still do, but no. They're like almost like skate punk hardcore stuff. I don't know. They're like 2004 to like 2009 was like that era. They were heavier than Youth Crew. They were more scary too.
Dude.
Do you guys like a Wilhelm scream?
The band.
Ah!
No,
we're just doing
so
it.
Kids Like Us was the first band that like was hardcore that someone ever introduced me to. I didn't really get it at the time until I revisited later on, but I still kind of hold a
Soft spot.
like a spot. Yeah.
Like I hold a
It was
soft
like
spot
Dub
for all
and
the first
Throwdown,
bands.
like the first two.
I hold a soft spot for all the first bands like Liam showed me. So like, Close to Home, Close
Yeah,
Your
good band. I
Eyes.
saw them in Johnson City.
What, Close to Home?
Yeah.
I love that band.
That's the band that. This is our song. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They play Johnson City.
And like Close Your Eyes, A Day to Remember.
Close Your Eyes was that band, not Close to Home. Close Your Eyes is This Is Our Song.
You all keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So my cousin is. I'm 27. I'd say my cousin's probably like 37. He's maybe 35, somewhere in that range. Grew up going to hardcore shows in North Carolina, in Charlotte. He played in a couple bands that don't have any music, but bands like Gorilla Fist, but it was spelled like Guerrilla Warfare. Pretty cool band name.
That's hard.
Yeah, but he was always like on the punkier side of hardcore. He never fucked with like heavy stuff. He liked like Youth Crew, but Kids Like Us was his favorite. That was like kind of like heavy. And I come to Thanksgiving or whatever one year, and I'm wearing a fucking Bring Me the Horizon shirt or whatever I was wearing. And he was like, "You need to not do that." He's like, "You need to not do that and like listen to this." And it was Kids Like Us, and he kind of got me to heavy music. So like when I'm 7, no, he's probably 34. He's probably like 7 years older than me. So like whenever I'm 7 and he's like 14, 13, he's like showing me like Linkin Park. And like the next year was like Rage Against the Machine. Like every Thanksgiving we'd meet up, he like showed me a new band. And to this day we're really close. But Kids Like Us was the first hardcore band. It's also like one of the first dredge bands I ever heard. And at the time, my parents do foster care. And I was like 10, 11, 12 years old. And like I'm seeing kids come in and out of the system that are their parents are like drug addicts and alcoholics and stuff. So I was like already really pissed off about it. What is that fucking noise?
Oh,
Jesus. It's so loud. But it was I was like already so pissed off about like drugs and alcohol and stuff that as soon as I found out there was like bands that like had that mindset, I was like, oh, I'm so in right now. Like I'm so in. So, I would say it's not my favorite band, but like Foundation's up there. Linkin Park's up there, like the first 2 albums, legitimately, and the Collision Course record. Have Heart.
Love Have Heart. I don't want.
Probably the Wonder Years, honest to God,
I
would be up
know.
there.
I know Patrick wants Have Heart to kind of just.
Yeah, it needs to go. I'd let it die.
No.
They went out on fucking top.
I mean, yeah, I
No.
just don't want people to forget about them.
No, they just played a reunion show, but like, was it before COVID? And drew 10,000 people.
But I want new like people just getting into hardcore also to.
I
Like,
think with
appreciate
Fiddlehead
him.
and how much I think Fiddlehead and Have Heart, I think the legacy will live on.
I mean, he's a
You
history
know,
teacher.
actually, Animus.
So.
I was gonna ask you, Animus. How far are you from like Tacoma?
I'm about a 4-hour drive.
Do you know there's I don't know if you know this either, Ashton. There's a band. There's actually 2 technical bands, but I think one only claims Tacoma, but the member now lives in LA. But have you ever heard of Regional Justice Center?
No.
Have you heard
So
of
you
Military
would like
Gun?
them. So Military
Ever heard
Gun
of
is the
what?
same guy.
Oh.
Military Gun. So Regional Justice Center is like a power violence band. It's kind of like almost grind, but not quite. But the whole theme of the band was his brother was in prison in Tacoma at Regional Justice Center. So that albums is about how fucked up the justice system is. You need to listen to it. It's fucking sick. But the same.
They
So
got a new album.
he played drums and sang in the band at like the same fucking time as Insane. So his main band now is Military Gun, and it's like it's almost like a mix between like pop punk and like classic rock. It's pretty fucking good. I like it.
Who
a
are we
lot.
talking about? Military Gun?
Military
Yeah,
Gun
and
RJC.
Regional Justice Center because
RJC.
of Washington connection.
Oh yeah,
Like,
sick band.
Anyways,
finding
band.
What have I
finding
missed?
out that Ian from Military Gun is also the vocalist for Regional Justice Center was such
he was
a
also the drummer of Patrick Kinlan's band,
what was it called?
Self Defense Family.
Yeah.
So yeah. So finding out, like, I found Regional Justice Center before I found Military Gun, because Military Gun I think had just put out All Roads Lead to the Gun 1.
Yeah.
And I went and listened to Regional Justice Center. I love it. And then I think they went on tour with like MS Paint. There was another band, and I was like, "Oh, Military Gun! I like that name. I like this. I like the name." So I went and looked, and I went and listened to that first EP, and I was like, "I don't like this."
I'm surprised. I think that's Ashton music.
It is actually music, because when I went back after like a couple weeks, maybe, I was like, "Oh,
It's weird because it's like if pop punk kids like knew who the Beatles were, is what it sounds like to me.
And it's exactly what it is." And they're on the perfect label for that. For the longest time, they were a convulse band because of how weird they are.
Yeah,
Because
they're odd.
So convulse bands either fit into a category of pure hardcore or hardcore, but not hardcore enough.
Yeah. Is Cult Leader on
No,
Convulse?
Cult Leader is
I think
No.
of Cult Leader as a Convulse band. But
yeah, Cult Leader. Like, you can look at Cult Leader as a convulse
are
band.
they on, who are they on? Relapse?
I think Relapse.
Are they on a big label? Are they on a big label? I don't know.
I think
Anyways.
they're
They
Cult
did,
Leader?
that split with N last year though.
Cult
Yeah,
Leader
who's in
is.
on?
I think that's the only
Endzone's
one that I
close.
wasn't
Yeah,
super
Endzone's
into.
close.
They're on Death Wish.
Oh,
Because I
Yeah.
remember
That
seeing
makes-
that. I remember
no.
seeing that split EP,
See,
and I
Death
was like,
Wish-
"Oh, I really."
The first Cult Leader album is fucking insane.
Death Wish and Convulse. Death Wish is just bigger
Yeah.
Convulse.
Yeah.
And I like, you go look back at Death Wish bands. I mean, Gouge Ray is still on Death Wish. Like, that's hardcore.
I mean, you gotta
but
think
not
it's literally
hardcore
Converge.
enough.
Yeah, it's Converge, and that's like that Convert. The dude who is in Converge owns Deathwish, right?
Yes.
Yes,
And I
Jacob
mean-
Bannon.
That Converge is the example of hardcore dudes doing weird shit.
Yeah. So I love.
I have a
Convulse.
really cool Converge vinyl somewhere. I don't know if it's
I
here
have
or in
like
storage.
Convulse bands don't get enough recognition, and it really sucks.
Yeah, it's hard for them to break through in like the normie hardcore tough guy
Like
shit.
their biggest band is Gel and Gum.
And like Gel is like weird. Yeah, it's like weird music.
Gum is weird. They have Candy Apple,
Gum.
Rob Reed,
Reed's
Cold Brats. There was one more that I really like. Oh, Destiny Bond. Literally one of my albums of the year.
Yeah. You showed me
love-
Destiny Bond. And Destiny Bond threw me for a loop because the album looks hard as fuck, and it's just not.
It's not. And it's so
Yeah, it's
good.
not.
I love it.
I want to see what this
Good,
looks
good
like.
man.
I want to see what this looks like. Then I'm curious.
It looks like it'd be like Mind Force esque, and it's just not.
It's not.
What's
it's
it called?
Gloss.
Destiny.
Bond.
Oh, you know Gloss is from Washington?
Let's not talk about Gloss.
Oh, that does.
Gloss is canceled as fuck.
That does look like Mind Force.
Mind Force.
Yeah.
But it sounds nothing like mine. I mean,
No,
no.
it's punk.
Okay.
It's fun.
Punk.
It's like,
It's like there's like bands that are punk hardcore. That's like punk hardcore.
Okay.
what's another Convulse band? Because I can't like remember any off the top of my head.
How long are we running right now, Phil?
You know, if we're talking about
we run pretty early.
like punk-esque music, I think like a go-to for me right now is Drug Church. It's kind of punk-esque.
Is that? Oh,
So-
that's Self-Defense Family, isn't it?
That's
Dragged Under.
Tim Singer.
That's-
Tim Singer.
I don't like Dragged Under. Dragged Under,
I like them.
overrated band.
Drug Church is a perfect band. I love.
Drug
I was gonna see them live, but they
Oh,
canceled.
I gave it to Courtney, but I gave.
Um,
I have a.
you know, you
a
mentioned-
Tawny shirt.
You mentioned Dragged Under. I played Minecraft with Tony. Fuck you.
That's cool.
I
Dragged
played
Under-
Apex with Kyle Anderson of Brand of Sacrifice. Fuck you.
I'm pretty sure Dragged Under went on that tour with Kawanashi, and that's why they got as big as they did.
I love Kawanashi.
Kawanashi's another perfect band, and I know Tyler.
I don't want
can
that
get
new
into
song.
it. I don't either.
Yeah.
I
oh
just
my
I
God.
just can't do the vocals, brother. That's it.
Dude,
Convulse.
see, but to me, he's like the epitome, the epitome of like vocalists doing their own thing and saying like fuck any type of
Oh, I agree.
method. But he's so extreme with it. I
Oh,
get why
they
people
have,
like it, but that's the
like-
reason I love it because if you hear Peter on a song, you're like, that's fucking Peter.
Oh,
That's
I
so
know.
That's
cool.
Peter.
I love that shit.
I
But I
definitely
get
get
what
it.
you're saying too.
Have I told you guys about
But I did do it.
Battle Sex?
Love it. No,
Oh,
good band name.
Military Gun was on Convulse. All
Weird.
roads
I don't
lead-
know. I wonder if it's a
All right.
re-release or something.
No, All Roads Lead to the Gun 2 were on Convulse.
Cool.
Have you heard of the band Entry?
No.
It's the people. It's Touche Amore.
Oh,
It's like
Go
those
ahead.
people. And then the Battle Sex is this straight edge band that put out one EP and disappeared.
hard.
Like they do not exist anymore.
So, back onto the topic of like Andrew things, really quick.
Sorry.
Andrew, in full, because we know you don't do it in Septum
Back
Bone,
bald.
and we get why I get why you don't do it with Septum Bone. You have a kid and everything. You're an adult, brother. Look at you.
Touring.
Yeah. You ever do any touring with us? Full swing.
Yeah, we did Weekenders.
Okay.
It
Well,
sucked.
Yeah. How?
hate it.
What was full? I'll be real with you. Haven't went back and listened to Full Swing. What is it musically?
Hardcore.
Like just
It's,
straight.
our attempt at being hardcore. We were
Pull up
trying
the Bandcamp.
to sound like. I don't even know who the fuck we were trying to sound like.
Okay.
Wait.
Good.
I
Like
don't even.
we were no one in the band liked the same bands,
Okay.
so it was like and we were all so young. It just kind of like a hodgepodge of stuff. We started out as kind of faster, more kind of straightforward hardcore.
Mhm.
Towards the end, we got kind of heavy. We got really like, I don't know. I was kind of intentionally like combative in a way. Like I was like trying to make people pissed off at me as a vocalist. Like I don't know why.
You kind
I
of
was
like. I just like,
kinda like an
went and
asshole.
listened- I went and listened to like get me through. It's like it's just hardcore. There's no band you can really compare
Yeah.
it to because.
But later on, we started getting heavy. The unreleased stuff that we had recorded was a lot heavier. We played 3 dates on Knocked Loose's second tour with Vice. We played 3 dates with I Am.
Hell yeah.
We did a lot of like that stuff. We played a lot of doing like 3 dates, as in doing like North Carolina, Roanoke, Tennessee, like over and over and over, or like Georgia, Tennessee, Roanoke, or something like that. Like we never went further than like Georgia, and I can't remember how far up we went, but we didn't go that far.
Yeah.
I hated it. We never toured with an actual van. Maybe that's why I hated it. We were always like in an SUV with like a trailer. It just sucked. There was nowhere to. It just sucked. Sleeping on people's floors sucks. Not having a fucking shower fucking sucks. It all sucks. It's just not fun for me.
I've been like propositioned to tour for EPK, and I don't know if I'll do it quite yet.
No, the real question is
Right.
will you do it for True Poverty if it happened?
Well, yeah.
It's just
I'll
not. It's just not what I want.
I'll do an Animus tour from like my house to a couple of my friends' houses. That's the tour. That
Oh
we'll do.
no.
Okay.
I
It's their
may
backyard.
tour it.
I'll
Who
drive
knows?
to
I don't get kicked out at
Sonic
the end of the month.
and McDonald's.
We know Ashton ain't touring.
Thank you, Shane. I appreciate the
Hard.
sentiment. Love you, Shane.
That it's just touring for me just isn't what I want to do.
I want to tour,
See, I do
but
too.
I don't know how well.
My
I
goal is to be in a band big enough that we can play festivals and go home.
Surprised you're streaming and not practicing EPK bass parts.
Well, Ashton's not
I
streaming.
just
I
want
would
to play
like
live.
Like, I want to go to Flyover Fest in Oklahoma. Shout out Backroom Productions and all those people. It's fucking Ronnie, everybody. I want to go to I want to be like Maryland Death Fest. Like I want to do big fests and just go home. I want to go play with like my favorite bands and watch 20 insane bands and just go home.
That's why the Extinct are
That's the
talking.
goal.
Like, the Extinct, they've talked to like us about it. Their biggest goal is playing LDB. That's all they want to do. They just want to play LDB. I know.
I can't talk about that, but we'll see. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Anyways,
I mean, I think for me, like I feel like
bad.
I'm such
Bad.
I'm on like such a different thing where it's like whenever like I decided like I wasn't even kid, like for me getting into music, it was like I remember exactly the moment where I was like, oh, if I could do this, I want to do it. It was I seen the video for Waiting to Lead by Slipknot and was like, whatever that is and however you do that, that's what I want to do. So when I
that album, that music got me really into like heavy stuff.
but
too.
like for
But
me,
I know what you're saying.
like whenever I was like I want to get a band together, I was like I want to play shows, I want to go out and do shit. And I was not for everybody, not everybody wants that, but I'm like I that's always been my mindset of like if I can't
realizing how hard the logistics of it is
Oh, yeah.
kind of like overwhelming to me.
I get it.
Like you pretty much have to live with somebody else because you'll never be home to fucking pay your own rent, and that's it if you come home with enough money to pay your rent.
Yeah.
And like whenever like we were trying to tour, that was like the era where like everyone got $10 a day, and that's like how you ate.
Yeah.
Like you had to eat like a $2 breakfast, a $2 lunch, and like a $6 bill. Like that's all you got.
I think that's also a
And
big
that's
reason why
and
like
we're lucky if we're getting paid $50 for the show, and that's like $10 each member. We were 4-piece. Each member got $10, and then we made $10, and that's like if we sold merch. Like it just.
and that's the big reason like I went into the
Dude,
career field
what-
that I went into because I was like, well, I could possibly take this. With
If
me.
you can work from home and work on the road, you have it like fucking.
That's
you
exact-
have it figured
That's literally
out.
why I went into IT because I was like, I can do
I
something.
can
with
work
it.
on the
You
road.
have it
what I'm
figured
doing.
out.
And like trying to get back into like editing and everything.
No, the sound stuff.
But like that's like the perfect way to do it. But like, dude, I'll tell you right now, like not to talk cash or whatever. Playing music with Full Swing, we never got fucking paid. I don't know what the difference is,
Mhm.
but dude, like playing with Septum is the most money I've ever made playing music.
Also,
We've so far made a killing on merch. People are buying merch like fucking crazy, and promoters are paying bands like a lot.
Mhm.
It's
Hold
kind
on,
of cool.
listen, my dinner's ready.
I will say this: Septum slaps.
Thank you.
You know, it was funny because I cackled so hard. It was because like I added you on Facebook before I ever listened to Septum because I was like, fuck it, I just want to. Oh, there's somebody in the scene here that actually fucking lives near me, and
Yeah.
I listened to them in the car with Annie, and my first words were, "Oh shit, a motherfucker from Bluntville actually makes good music."
I
It's funny because
I'm-
the rest of the band's in North Carolina.
Yeah,
so.
but like, brother,
But
Blubber don't
Tim
got
is
shit.
Abingdon, born and raised. So
Ugh. Well, fucking
So
Blumble don't have shit, brother. You guys have a food city?
hell yeah, Taco Bell now.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys got a fucking Taco Bell finally.
Anyway,
I was thinking of selling merch for my Animus, and I was like, I don't know how much money I'm gonna get off it because I still need to like make the shirt because I don't have like a shirt printer or anything. I still have to order it, and a lot
Get
of people
Michael
are
to
like,
do
oh
it.
yeah, I totally pay. I'll never
I
see
just
that.
looked in chat. I hate you, Shane.
And then a lot of my friends were like,
Shane in
oh yeah.
chat said, "Can we talk shit on?"
hey, shut
Ashton
up,
now?"
Ashton.
Ashton, how many times are you gonna fucking interrupt Animus?
So I told a bunch of my friends, like, hey, would you actually like be interested in buying anything if I made merch? I was like, fuck yeah, because I didn't. I thought they were like, okay, they know about my music. I didn't know they actually listened to it, and they were all like so excited.
Is pre-order.
Yeah, because I was like, I mean, I'm gonna pay like maybe $25 for each because it only cost me like maybe $18 to make it. So I was like, yeah, $25 seems fair. And we all have like this inside joke how we all love Michael Cera. So the design is Michael Cera with the Animus logo.
I
on
would
top.
buy that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send you the screenshots later. But
I know you're not a big
I-
emo pop punk guy,
Ooh.
but there's a really good band called Michael Cera Palin.
Goated band, so good.
I'd probably listen to it
So
just
good.
for the name.
Actually,
So good.
do you know who got me?
just
It's
looked
emo
them up,
written by
so.
hardcore kids.
You know who got me into
We just
that band,
looked them up.
Animus?
Who?
A little pedophile.
Cera?
Little pedophile we were friends with.
Oh, I'm aware of them.
Andrew is too. Thanks to
I hate
now,
the woods.
thanks to a now known abuser, apparently.
Oh,
What a wicked thing, brother.
Oh.
Yeah, but fucking, yeah, Michael Cera apparently fucking slaps. Also, Septum Bone was supposed to have a really cool shirt.
no.
It's
How-
in
it
the
was
mail.
such a good shirt.
It was.
It's in the mail.
Can I admit
The
how
real ones.
Can I admit how hard I cackled? Because Andrew texted me and was like, why is it like a 10 by 10? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I had a picture sent to me of the one that person did and was like,
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know we might air out this laundry if it comes down to it. I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna make up shit to make someone seem worse than they actually are.
Mhm.
He didn't. It wasn't a lot of money. It was like $60 or $50, I think, that he asked for materials to before I paid him up front for all the shirts. The big issue was he kept me, like, he kind of ran around me for like weeks. And I'm like, dude, if you can't print the shirt, just let me know so I can order them now. We were supposed to have them for a show that we played in Bristol
mm-hmm.
fucking 2-3 weeks ago, but he kept blowing it off, and then he finally sends me a picture of like what he'd been working on for fucking weeks. It's like a fucking shitty ass faint design. It's like fucking
That big
this much
in
of the
center.
fucking shirt. And I'm like, dude, like, he's like, I'm not even mad that you can't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
I
just,
don't care.
It's just like...
Just tell me you can't fucking do it.
I lit-
He never showed me the screens he has.
yeah.
I didn't know he was working with a fucking 10 by 10 screen. I thought he had a full shirt screen. I'm like, dude, come the fuck on. That's what
Yeah, because
kills me.
what he
It's
did was
like,
mostly just the logo of his band and not a
he's just
design. It was
lying.
just the logo.
Yeah, but when I showed him my idea and the mock-up, I had it Photoshop mocked up to show him what I wanted it to look like.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I can't do that. Don't fucking lead me on.
It bothered me because like I didn't know what you wanted done from him, and I was like, yeah, just hit him up and see if he can do it. And he was like, bro,
And he said yes.
yeah, and I was like, dude,
Just tell me the
what?
fucking truth.
Like it's not that hard, brother.
I
And
would
like,
have been totally fine with you just saying no.
yeah, like it isn't like Andrew's gonna fucking hate you just because you said, nah, man, can't do it. And
Yeah,
Diana
because
borrowed
that's
it from a place in Florida, and they're in the mail right now.
that's what the design for the anime shirt was gonna be. Because I really didn't want it to turn out like super small. Because I wanted it to be like the full shirt down to like at least like
Yes.
right below the belly button,
Mhm.
and then like
Yeah.
how like the crowbar shirt is like from like here to here is where the logo is,
yeah,
so you can
Yeah.
clearly see it instead of just like just a small picture they have. I wanted to be like, oh yeah, you can easily recognize like what the band says or like what the design is. So just be like, what's that from far away?
dude, I just
Yep.
that whole thing
Yeah, that's goofy.
was so
goofy.
wicked.
I
And
remember
Well,
you
I
guys
mean,
were telling
hey-
me about that, and I saw it live. I was like, oh, that's what it looks like.
dude, what's even crazier is
Fucking dog
we
shit.
have a diss track coming out about us now. Y'all excited for that?
My
Is it
next
all
song
of
is a
us?
subtle diss track.
Is it all of us or just me and you, Tyler?
Listen, it's called Coffee Piss. I know that for
Okay, so it's
what
just me and you.
what a dumbass name, by the way.
If I'm in this song, I'm gonna
The
lose it
piss
because I
rock
didn't
is
do
cut.
anything.
Dude, literally,
No,
Animus did nothing and got blocked.
I'm fairly
He was like,
certain
"Hey,
He
let's."
left
me and
me
Tyler.
unblocked and tried to talk to me all the time. I just finally blocked him. I was like, dude, shut up.
Like, no one wants to talk to you.
I think it's just me and Tyler because me and Tyler are the only
Dude,
two that
I just
I took a
instant
2-hour nap. I took a 2-hour nap and everything went to shit.
listen. It's like it's.
I
I'm
went to
I'm
school.
gonna explain this to everybody the way I have to everyone else. Is he started off with "I'm leaving the band." Andrew, you're in a band. If one of your members left the band, would you just like not tell everybody else? Would you
Yeah.
just be like,
It would message the group chat or whatever.
yeah, but like he told me privately, and he was like, I left the band, so I had to go tell everyone. I had to be like, hey guys,
Yeah.
Michael's out, and they were like, why? And I'm like, because like I had to send like, why did he leave? Like this is why. Like, brother, what the fuck did you expect me to do? Just be like, oh, he just killed himself. Like, did you? What'd you want?
Ashton over here like, thank you, you're far too kind.
It was just, I just don't get it. Still to this day, and the fact is,
Or the fucking frappuccino.
true.
No, Andrew, one of my favorite Andrew stories is him telling me how he went on or after a full swing set, he said the Jay-Z, thank you, you're
You
far
far
too
too kind.
And nobody said anything.
But probably the last 20 full swing sets, I quoted one of my favorite albums of all time during our set, and no one ever got it.
Damn.
It's Jay-Z,
Fake
Linkin
fan.
Park Collision Course. Yeah, I would say, thank you, you're far too kind. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. And that's a direct quote from the album.
Wicked.
Listen,
Dang.
I also said click. Also, during a breakdown, I would say click, click, boom, and people thought that was.
I just started.
hilarious.
I referenced that song today when I was at that antique store.
Saliva.
Mm-hmm. I'm down on the rain.
Yeah, that was hard.
Hard song.
That was hard.
Can I, dude, brother? And did you watch the videos that I put in the group today of us at the antique store?
So funny.
Dude, I cannot get over that one dog thing because I think I was like, oh, what the fuck?
peed.
It just says I peed, and I was like, oh, I'm cackling. That's the funniest shit I've ever read.
That's a very animus quote, in my opinion.
What? Wait, what?
I peed.
Just I peed.
So, I want
Just
to
on
talk
the
about
stat.
I'm
coffee.
bubbling.
Piss. I said this to Tyler the other night. I need it to be the best. I want it to be so good, so I can just go and listen to it. But if it's not good, I mean, regardless of how it is, I'm clowning on him because we didn't do anything wrong. But also, I want it to be so fire. It's
Like,
just
I
going to
hope
be
it is, brother.
hard. If it isn't, I'm gonna be like, your
Listen.
tracks are weak, your bars are bad.
Listen, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna say who said it to me. I'm just gonna give a hint. But there's a certain band that we had on here that we did a little thingy thing with, and Michael wanted to do a song with one of their members. And let's put it this way: this man reached out to me and said, "Listen, his beats kind of suck."
That's when I was like trying to make that poverty joke shirt. I was like going through his songs trying to find something I could like do the take your 10 digits and shove it up your at, like Blood Runs Cold did with Koyo.
Mhm.
Like Koyo sucks dick. I couldn't think of anything because like all of his song titles are stupid.
Yeah, so here's my idea. I think so for the newest song, the newest ANIMUS song, Yearning, it's like a very hateful, like lyric-wise, it's hateful because we have a lyricist and a vocalist. You know, I'm not really good at lyrics, so I was like, okay, you know, you do
Who's
poetry,
the
and you're
lyricist?
obviously my friend Lane, Lane Crosby, and
Are
he's
you
a
saying Andrew's not a poet?
well. I asked. We already did a song with Lane beforehand, and you know, obviously Andrew's welcome to do any lyrics. You know, we're up to whatever lyrics you want to come up with, if you want.
I'm good, thank you.
But it's a very hateful song, like the lyrics wise, and I really want to like include something heartbound related, where it's like a lyric from like Disgrace or something that we include into it, but we obviously make it
Can
like
you
deathcore
do the
or
part
something.
that I made him do in Iron Giant is OP?
What is it?
So, you know the chorus part of it? When he kind of screams it? I told him to
Yeah.
do that, and I literally spent 3 hours showing him how to scream like that, because he just, like, could not mentally do it, and I was like, dude, it's not
Just
that
go
hard.
listen to Basement Emery and stuff.
Dude, I said, listen to movements, do this. And he was like, I don't get it. And I was like, bro, it's not hard. Like, it starts as a singing, and then you just scream at the end of it. You just project. It's, like, not
Talk into
mentally
it.
that hard. Yeah. And he couldn't do it, and he finally knocked it on one try. I was like, cool, don't do it again, just keep that one. And I just had him, like, paste it throughout the song. I was like, bro, just don't try to redo it. Like, it's not gonna work. But,
It's like John Mess sings and screams at the same time, and that's why he sounds like that.
yeah, it's not hard. Also, John Mess has one of the funniest lyrics ever, but it's not even in Dance Gavin Dance. But in Secret
It's
Band,
Secret Band.
the I'm not a retard, I'm fucking smart is funny as shit to me. I'm not
There
a
is not-
retard. I'm fucking
Like,
smart.
The last time that like funny Dance Gavin Dance lyrics were funny actually was Happiness.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with
Happiness
you.
is the
Nothing
four.
upset me more than the fact that, like, everything that happened with Tillian really upset me because Jackpot Juicier was like one of my favorite albums last year.
No.
I love
Yep.
I loved Dance Gavin Dance. I was like, oh, this band is just fun.
I know I don't like them, but now I have a great reason not to like them because
Yeah.
they ultra deathcore themselves.
They ultra deathcore.
They ultra deathcore themselves.
They went super deathcore 3.
They went
They're
slamming
about-
deathcore.
They as I dying.
That's true. They did do that.
Come on, buddy. It's fine.
It's fine.
Hey, you found God.
Oh, dude, nothing had me cackling more today than being at that one fucking list that antique store. I was like, knives, rebel flag hat, Fortnite,
No.
kill switch engage,
switch
belt
engage.
buckle. I was like, ooh. I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
Who is buying this?
But it was like, it wasn't even just like, it was kill switch engage belt buckle, as I lay dying belt buckle, the Clash belt buckle. And I was like, oh, what the fuck is this?
The three
What a
genders.
rebel
This
flag.
switch got to be my favorite gender.
Rebel flag gotta be my favorite gender.
Zach Wild.
Bro, no one said anything about... Zach is the only one who replied to starting a hardcore golf club.
Yeah, because he's the only fucking that plays golf.
It'd just be funny to me. Like, none of us play golf. I don't either. And I was just like, let's just do it for fun.
I went to the driving range with him a couple times.
Dude,
But
I swear to God, he just does shit. And I'm, like, all here for
Yeah.
it. I'm just like, okay, yeah.
that's why he's a cryptid.
Yeah, he just, like, I'm just like, uh-huh. Like, he,
We've been
like,
talking
my
for a
favorite
good
thing
2
is
hours.
how he texts. Because, like, I read it in, like,
I'm
a,
fucking starving.
I read it in, like, the most southern accent of, like, good morning, guys. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's exactly what he
I'm
sounds like.
saying it because it's true.
dude, it's so funny. But, like, this morning, it was just a picture of him holding a golf club in a golf course. I'm like, dude, where the fuck are you and why are you there?
What's Zach,
My-
man?
One of my favorite interactions with Zach is he had a Bad Blood shirt on, and I was like, "Oh, that's a really cool Bad Blood shirt." He goes, "You're only saying it because it's true."
You're
Yeah,
like,
that's
you're
right.
goddamn right I am.
What was it I said with you and him in the car? We were like driving around. For some reason, we started talking about 9/11 and politics,
Hell yeah.
and
And I just go,
Ash is like, stop, Andrew. Whose fault is 9/11? I was like, Biden. Anyways, as I was saying, he just kept talking, like without stopping. Like I just
that
kept saying.
car ride was so funny because we had Zach questioning his sexuality.
My favorite thing ever is there's a clip that has not been released yet. That'll be probably the next video that I do of us four talking about 9/11. And
Oh, I remember.
I just ask Andrew, I go, Andrew, where were you? And he goes, I just happened to be skydiving. And I was like, but it's just like him saying it in his voice. It was, I just happened to be skydiving, and I was like, hell yeah.
Oh, were you like 6 or something like that?
Yeah, he was like,
We were like,
you were in kindergarten?
I wasn't born.
We asked Ashton what Ashton's preference in men were, and Ashton says a twink, and I'm like trying to explain to Zach what a twink is, and like as I'm talking, me and Zach both realize I'm explaining him. He like freaks out that he like fits in this category that he didn't know existed at all. Oh, dude, it was the best.
Fly! There's a fly in my room. I'm
And
trying to
then,
catch
God,
it.
he's who we need to get into it.
There we go. I got it.
Yeah, he's who we need to get on here.
Bro.
Zach Ross.
Do you want to explain to him how to join a Discord call?
We can figure it out. I'll have to like be his advisor or something, but we could do it.
Do not say that.
He looks like, can I say this?
Mm-mm. No, you can't.
I
Zach.
didn't
Oh
say
man,
that.
that'd be bad. We'd have to get him to shut the hell up.
Dude, he just be.
We don't stream that one. We have to record it so we can edit it.
Yeah, you'd have to
afterwards.
record it.
Yeah.
That would be 100% not streaming.
Okay. Dude,
And it's, okay.
Also-
the reason Zach is the way he is how he was like.
He has
where
no
he grew up.
idea.
oh yeah, he just doesn't
He's
know.
not.
Like he's in the middle of fucking nowhere, brother.
Yeah,
Bro,
gleefully
he's a
ignorant.
donkey.
But like, I do respect him
Jack
for the fact of like
Nixon ass.
he'll figure it out. Like I shouldn't do it, and then not do it. So I'm like, okay, you can learn.
I love
Con-
that story. What did I say?
Oh,
Zach,
You cannot say that.
I'm not retelling it.
No,
but that's a
don't
good
don't at all.
Oh, he,
But dude, my favorite
Okay.
thing ever that
Courtney, you got someone.
dude.
one. Do I?
Courtney, you got
threesome?
someone. And yes.
Yeah, the three. I thought Zach was trying to ask me and Courtney for a threesome the other day.
Huh?
'Cause
So,
But are you down?
No.
No.
I'll put on the maid costume again.
So Zach comes over and Courtney cooks dinner, and we're sitting at the table, and Zach is trying to come clean about how a couple years ago he like fucked over Courtney's friend, and Courtney never knew this story. So he was trying to like clear his conscience, I guess, that he like led this girl on and all this stuff. So it's like one of those moments where like we're all having dinner at the table and we kind of like are in silence for a second. And Courtney had been drinking wine and Zach had beer. So he starts out with what he's trying to say and he goes, "Courtney, you have some wine in you. I got some beer in me. I just want to put this out on the table." And dude, like I'm panicking. Courtney's like looking at me and my face is like, I was like, no way this is about to happen. And Courtney starts busting out laughing. Zach's like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, are you about to proposition a threesome? Come on, whoop your ass." And he's like, "Oh my god, no, no, no!" Like, all this shit.
Actually, I was
And,
about to ask Courtney if she could go away for a little while.
No, that was the thing. He's like, well, after he got done laughing about it, Zach's like, it wasn't Courtney. He was like, I was actually wondering if Andrew could run down the road real quick and come back in about 10 minutes. And I was like, I will kill you.
That's wicked.
Y'all know that today? Y'all know that meme of SpongeBob standing up out of the chair and he's like, "All right,
I'm
I'll
out.
go," or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
out.
So it was like an edited version of one of those memes, and I sent it to me, him, and Courtney all in a group chat. I sent it to that group chat, and it's like when you're at dinner with a couple and they say, "We both think you're attractive," and it's SpongeBob standing up and he says, "All right, let's do this." And I sent it to him today.
There it was.
Love.
Dude, that
Is there any final ones we can go? I'm starving. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
dude,
Is there anything we want to end on?
I think we can go ahead and wrap it up, but we've been going on for like 2 hours.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah. You're welcome.
And
It
we
was a
got
good time.
any lasting things? All right, cool.
Thank
Animus,
you.
we're done.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right. Hey Andrew, I've never had somebody do this, but I want you to do it. Can you do an outro for us? I don't care what it is, just do it.
Mention
I
the
can't
song.
wait to
Mention
not
the
get us
song.
canceled.
Shut up, Ashton. We're gonna let
Uh,
Andrew do the outro.
Listen to Septum Bone and Cigs and Black Coffee, or you're a mark ass bitch.
Hard. Later.
Look out.
See y'all.
Bye.